How's everything going?
Hey, brothers, how you guys doing, man? It's a good topic,
Everything's
man.
great.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
real good topic. Let me make sure I'm muting everything up. Hold on. I got my phone on. I have my computer on. I'm sitting here making a thumbnail. You know me. I got to prep before I get up here. But no, I was listening from the start when you started playing the videos and different videos. The brother with the hat had some really good points that I wanted to bring up again, but I got to remember the conversation because he brought up something that struck a tone with me. I don't know if you can replay that one video with him wearing a hat.
Hold on, let me go.
But to my point, what I was saying was, you know, not that women are raising what they call boss women because they feel like they need to run the family, and that's what I meant by that. You know, the sons are coddled, you know, which builds the son-husband role within the family, that the male child is there to bow down and respect the elder women of the household, more so than break away and work independently. I'm your mother, boy. Yes, you're my mother, but I still have a right to make my own decisions and blaze my own path as a man. You know, I am not subservient to you. I carry the name of the family. Not the other way around. When a woman marries a man, she drops her last name for who? The man's last name. So at all times, I'm still going to be running my household in the family name because the family name transfers with me, not the women. And that's what I mean by that. So there are women, because of generational things that have been going on with, you know, Zaddy when it comes to Social Security and all these other things, and I'm not Social Security, social services, that allow women to be independent of men, to where they raise women to be more dominant while they're coddling their sons within the household. Now, if you're an athlete, like Kool Keem was saying, and I think this other brother was saying too, but I got to remember what the video was saying. You're going to have those people that are set up as the golden child in the family. And then you're going to have the ones they feel are weaker, that are not going to succeed and make their family name better, bring wealth and fame to the family. These are all things that a lot of families have done for generations. You know, the firstborn is the one that carries a name, and they marry them to somebody else of a strong house, so they build their wealth together. You know, but there's a lot of women that are outside of that box now. They think they are the prize. They think they are the ones that carry the dominance in that union. And that's not true. That's cap. That's Disneyland.
Yeah.
That's not real life.
Yeah, but as I said, I mean, because they're talking about a dysfunctional family.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
They're saying that the dysfunctional family comes from alcoholism, or that comes from narcissism. And so I'm saying, well, who did they get the narcissist from? They got the narcissism from the people who created the system, the people who created Jim Crow. You know, we always talk about the whole Willie Lynch, because that's where it all starts off at. Remember, I mean, we're all coming from some place of survival. And then, like what you said, you know, we had all of these communities during Reconstruction where we were surviving and thriving, and the man was the head of household at one time. But they saw what that did. You know, that put forth the Huey Newtons and the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings and the Stokely Carmichaels, and they're like, yo, hold up. We can't be dealing with, you know, this type of stuff all the goddamn time. So we need to do something in order to fix that. All right, so what can we do? We need Mammy. Right. We need to bring back Mammy. That's what we need. And that's all they did. They brought back Miss Hattie McDaniels, you know, Mammy from Gone with the Wind, to be able to run the house. And because she was the first boss bee in America. And that's what you're seeing right now. And everything that's under that, you know, in order to be able to create that whole modern day slavery system. It's instead of it being a forced involuntary servitude system is now just that they're putting that mindset out there to where the people who choose it, they're going to fall in line under it. And the ones who don't choose it, which is usually the black sheeps, they see the game and they're like, nah, I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. You can have that. And then they're the ones that get looked down on and rejected. Which leads me to my question for you, Ronan. Which person in the family were you? What's your story? Was you the favorite? Was you the black sheep?
Well, I was the baby of the house, so I mean,
okay.
But my mom didn't raise us like that. We were sibling wise, rivalries. Me and my brother we pushed each other. We were always competitive, but when it came to my mother, as far as favoritism, she treated us both the same. We came from two different men, both men she loved. It wasn't like, oh, you're not gonna be shit. She didn't hate our fathers. She might have went through some things with our fathers, but she never, you never heard her say, you just like your daddy, you ain't gonna be shit. My dad was shit, and so was his. You know what I mean? So she couldn't even use that, even if she wanted to, but she would never go there. She knew that we had our own individualities. My brother was more headstrong and I was more analytical in my thinking. We both got places in life. My brother was running a whole freaking security company with almost, 50 cars and 300 freaking officers, before he was his untimely death, and that was out of jealousy. Well, he'd still be on this planet right now, So I had a sibling rivalry more than, feeling like I was the black sheep of the family. Obviously, being the youngest, my mom would try to coddle me at points, and I refused to be coddled, and that was because of the mentorship I had around me, from uncles to people out of the church. How I grew up is always having a fighting type of mentality, because me and my brother fought. We both went into martial arts real early in our lives, so we were always driven, to do maybe not intramural sports, because the most thing I did was track. I played football a couple seasons, and then pretty much it was martial arts, but that was quiet. It wasn't something that everybody knew I was into. You know what I mean? So popularity wise, I just held true who I was. Even in school, you have different influences. We just stayed pretty much middle of the road. I played in band, I played sports, so I blended in with everybody in any class that you would separate in a school. Could I hang out with the sports guys? Yeah. Could I hang out with the guys that were a little geeky? Yeah, I was getting high marks and I was in all advanced courses. Could I hang out with the guys that are more, what they used to call the druggies, the mechanics, the people that were just in the cool crowd, but they weren't inside of the sporting? Yeah, I hung out with all of them. And nobody ever tried to separate me from not being that, so I've always been that guy that could blend in a lot of different situations without sticking out, where, that part that sticks out gets the hammer first,
Okay. So why do you think that black families are always, or even after the parent dies, it usually be in competition rather than cooperation? What's your opinion for that?
I think because they feel like competition breeds success, and it does to a way, but there's got to be a way where you guys uplift each other while you're in competition. Like me and my brother used to go at it, because again, we had two different fathers. My mother married my brother's father. She never married my father. I'm supposed to be a Parker, not a Foster. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But that didn't happen. I was given his last name. So my brother always held that over my head, and we got into some real altercations. The only thing we agreed to, no hitting in the face and don't kick me in my nuts. Other than that, we went at it. And he was 2.5 years older than me. And so I just never, but that was in the house. Outside the house, man, we were a united front. It wasn't anything that somebody could do to him And like nobody could gang up on him and I wouldn't jump in, and nobody would gang up on me and he wouldn't jump in. But if
Right.
you wanted to kick my brother, if you wanted to kick my brother's ass individually, guess what? One on one, go ahead, get at it. You know, if I see anybody jump in, I'm right there with him. And it was the same thing for me. Yeah, go ahead. Cool.
How do you feel about that?
Huh?
How did you feel about that?
As far as my father not being married to my mother?
Yeah.
And basically being the bastard child. Yeah,
yeah.
You know, who we get sensitive. They call us the bastard child, you know. And you know, your siblings can be as cruel as a stranger on the street. Yeah, he used that name or whatever to me. And it didn't matter to me. I didn't care. And even later, I think I was in high school or just before I went into high school, my father had kind of came out. One of the only times he had come out to where we were living at, because he was always in Baltimore. And my mom was like, I'll marry him. I said, why would you marry my father? I've seen their interaction within a couple of days. They're like oil and water, man. They were fighting like cats and dogs. The whole time it was there. You know, it wasn't about the focus on me. It was just them not getting along. But she goes, I'll marry him. I said, why? So you can take his last name just to give it to me? I don't care. I know who the fuck I am. You don't need to be in trauma to marry my father just because you feel bad that you never married him when I was younger and I never had his name.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Yeah, I'm not. I was never like unaware of who I was in life and what I could do, and whether I had somebody's last name or not. I knew who I was as far as an identity. The Parker family knew me. I went out there all the time. I spent almost like 3 months out there 1 year before high school, and I was going to stay. My mom literally got on the plane and came and got me. Nah, boy, you ain't staying here. You got to go home. And we lived in the Midwest. We lived in Kansas at that time. So she flew back and got me, and then I went into high school late because I was literally getting ready to start high school in Baltimore. But yeah, I never resented it. I didn't hold it over my brother's head. It was a legitimate thing. I mean, the truth is the truth. You can only allow the truth to hurt you if you're trying to hide from it. I never tried to hide from who I was or what I was or my identity. You know what I mean? I've always met things straightforward. Even when you know how siblings like to blackmail you. Like, I'm gonna tell mom you did this, this, and this because they got things on you. You know, they know things about you. Man, at a point, I'll be the first, and I was the younger one. I'd be the first one, so I'd go telling my goddamn self, fuck you. And I would go snitch on myself. Now, what power do you? I don't want people having power over me. It's the most irritating thing that's ever been in my life. Since I was a child, I wouldn't let my brother rule over me. I wouldn't let nobody rule over me. You couldn't keep
you
that
got black sheep in you. So let me ask you this: what do you think your father was, or did your father play in his family? Because a lot of us are usually, remnants of who was before us.
My brother,
I know
my father
both
was
my mother and my father were black sheep, and they gave birth to me, and I'm a black sheep.
My father was the oldest. My father was the oldest.
So in the black.
My grandfather is Ernie. He was Ernie Senior or Ernie Junior. So my father was the oldest of all the siblings, and there was like 9 of them. You know, and he got into bridge engineering in Baltimore. He's worked on every bridge that's anywhere around Maryland. You know, so when I got into architecture, he was like, "Oh, we're in." That's where the first fight came in. Once I left and went in the military instead of finishing my degree. But yeah, my father was the oldest, so all the siblings looked up to him. And you know, when he passed, that was sudden too, because he just died from an allergic reaction to an over-the-counter medication. It wasn't even he died of old age or anything like that. So I got real paranoid. And come to find out, I had sickle cell trait. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, and he didn't have a doctor regulate what he was taking. I don't know, you know, but it just happened suddenly, and I was on deployment actually when it happened. But yeah, my father was, like I said, one of the senior people in the family, so it wasn't even a thing. Even when I was back in the family as an older person, even my cousins always had me in that position. You know, even being from outside the family, the elders was always looked at as somebody of guidance. You know what I mean? Even though they had their own wisdom in their own way. You know, there is a pecking order somehow in a family that people naturally kind of like glean to.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you fall into that position, you're not a straight outright idiot. You know what I mean?
So your mother is a single mom, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
She's been married She's been married 3 times. And the last one, he just passed away. But she was married like 35 years with him. But yeah, she's a single mom when she was raising us. But we always had, like I said, she was married 3 times. So even once she got divorced, she wound up getting married again. We moved from upstate New York to Kansas. They got divorced, and then she was single for a long time. Once I joined the military, she wound up remarrying and stayed married to him for 30-something years until he almost passed away. And then they got
what
divorced.
Would she be considered in? What role would she be considered in her family? Favorite, a black sheep?
You forget, she was the one that was stolen as a child. My mom had no family. It was just us 3. And so with that, she didn't have an identity, a pecking order, or anything like that. She was out there. But the thing that I think changed my mom was she had 6 children, 4 girls, 2 boys. All the girls died, and me and my brother were 7-month babies. So if I'm 6'2" now, can you imagine if I went full term at 9 months, how much taller I would be? Bigger I would be genetically? But I was a
preemie. Yeah. Yeah, Keem had a preemie, didn't you, Keem?
Yeah, I did. And she's a blessing. She's already pretty much half my height. She's definitely gonna have her dad's height. She's tall.
Yeah.
At 10 going on 11, bro. She's like way past half my size.
And it's amazing because, like I said, at 6'2", my mom's like 5'2", 5'3". My dad was 5, maybe 5'9". My grandfather was 6'2". My grandparents were the ones, or my grandfather was the one that was tall. So I even excelled at a preemie past my father's height.
Okay.
Which is crazy to me.
Like them genetics. Yeah, genetics are crazy because my dad probably about maybe 5'6", 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
My mom is probably about 5'6", 5'7". But the other females in our family, like we got aunts that stand 6'3", bro, 6'4". So I feel like my height definitely came from my mother's side of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And I land.
So did you find that video? Because I wanted to talk about that one with the guy that had the hat on.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it up on the screen and you can point it out. It
sparked a memory, and I can't remember it right now because I didn't have a pad next to me while I was downstairs making coffee and stuff. But yeah, it says something kind of sparked a comment in my head. So
let me post. I'm gonna put it up there, and you can identify it. Where the hell? Oh, there we go.
No, that's not the one. He had a yellow outfit or orange outfit on and a hat.
Hold on. You see it over here on the side?
I think it was the second video you played. It sounded like he was in like a podcast or something. He's down. I saw it. Right there, 7. Number 7, I think that was. Was it 7?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, no, up one.
When you were
up one. Yeah.
What do you think is like the cause of like how the family structure?
Yeah, I think that was it.
Hold on. You said
Structure
Hello,
has
Adam.
been set up. Well,
because there's no men in their proper place. Even if grandmama is a single, even though if granddaddy died and grandmama here, grandmama got 2 sons, 3 sons. Instead of going they go to the daughter first. Though I said they teach their daughter how to be masculine, their sons how to be feminine. So their daughters can withstand being without mama per se. But the boys lose their mind just feel like something going to happen. I hate saying I don't believe in feelings like that. My suggestion is that you give it to the son, because we the ones to carry the name. I'm going to show you how to do this if I'm not here. Come tell you a secret. That's how my mama did me. That's how my mama showed me.
When you were
That was the one?
Yep, that was the one. And I kind of touched on it. So I did talk about his point.
Okay.
And that's what brought that comment up at the time, was that video, that I had said earlier. So yeah, they I don't want to say stolen patriarchy to make it matriarchy or whatever the hell. The men carry the name, and for some reason in our culture, it has transitioned to, mama or great grandma.
Well, that's just based on survival, really, because as we said, society has.
Here's the thing. It has because of that, but it was never transferred back to the male. It was always reinstilled in the female, but never back to the male of taking over. Because that means the woman at that point would have to step back and allow that younger male to run. And they don't want that.
Well, they never wanted it. I mean, you could go back to the time of Adam and Eve, where, why was Eve actually, talking to the snake for real? Because she saw that Adam was a friend of God. He was walking and talking with God, and she wasn't able to do that with him. She wanted to be able to be a friend of God and walk and talk with God, just like Adam did. So what did the snake say? Oh yeah, I see you over there, like in Adam's position. If you eat this fruit over here, you'll be able to have the same mind as God. But wait, God told me not to eat it. Yeah, because he don't want you to have the same mind as him. And then what did she do?
Yeah, there's some shiesty ass shit going on, but God built that woman to be envious automatically. And even through biblical quotes, and I heard you playing some of them, he defined a wife finding a good thing. Not that there's a whole bunch of wives out there, but it's going to be very hard to find one. Even then. Because what? They're meant to be envious, desire things that maybe the male has. All those things were built into her from the jump.
Yes, for good. I mean, there's a lot of, as you said, competition used correctly can be a good thing. It's when, it depends on the people's mindset and intention. If they don't have any good in their heart, then competition is a bad thing. The woman is supposed to be the helpmeet, meaning an equal partner. That's what he made her to be, an equal partner. He said
that in word only, but he still built her in to be able to do more than that. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. But it's like a game of chess. Okay, who's the most powerful piece on the board of the game of chess? Everybody's going to say
for some reason, but the king is the one that causes you either to win or lose. The queen has the more movements, but the king is the one, once you take it, the game is over.
Exactly.
So in society, what they've done is break down the kings, but even though the queen looks like she's more powerful, it's that man that once the man is gone, the game is over.
And guess what's going on right now?
The man is gone and the game is over.
The game is over. Exactly. Real talk.
Bullseye.
So for those who are just tuning in, yes, we are on Real Talk with Nate. We're here with Black Cleaner. We're here with Cool Keem, and we're here with Ronin Travels, and we're talking about Sibling Rivalry, and we're talking about the different archetypes in the family. We're talking about the favorite or the golden child, the one who follows the map, the black sheep, the one who, black sheep, the one who questions the map, then we have the scapegoat or the lost one, the one who falls off the map, and then we got the lost child. The invisible child or the exilist, the one who leaves the map altogether. And we're starting to ask, some real questions about who we are in these family dynamics. Are you a favorite? And if you are, we'd like to hear your story. If you're a black sheep, we want to hear your story. Everybody has, it's open panel. We want to talk about some of these issues that you had in your family being the role that you were. And were you able to even change your role? Did you ever, was a lost one and then you was able to turn that around to be a favorite? Because that also has happened in our family. There were, families who were on drugs. They were, lost or scapegoats, and then they turned around to, go get their degree and, buy some real estate and, get a good job and retire with a pension, and now they're the matriarch of the family. They're the favorite.
Right.
And then you got some family members.
A little bit.
Say it again.
Turn the background music down a little bit.
Oh, the background music.
Hold on. The background music.
Yeah, we got a comment about that real quick. So, we want to oblige.
Gotcha. And that's another thing too. Can your role change? What says you?
Of course. I mean, you can do things to break the family name, to discredit the honor of the family. You can do a lot of things to cause your role to change, as far as being or not being the black sheep of the family, or being the golden child to falling out of grace with the family or the family head or whatever, by your actions. So yeah, I believe you can, the role can change. And every once in a while, check to see if somebody joined, because I opened up the panel in my room just to see if other people would jump on and contribute to the conversation. So Black Cleaner, every once in a while, check your bottom to see if anybody joined the link. By the way, shout out to I Really Want to Know podcast, DL Saint. Salute to you, brother. Bobby Coltrane and everybody else that joined into the live. Appreciate you guys joining. But I do ask, go over to the Black Cleaner and subscribe to his channel. Please, we're trying to grow these channels. We're trying to grow these channels that are all positive black male spaces that talk about real conversations, having real topics, without all that drama and everything that's going on in the space right now, and of travel specifically, but still. And I'll drop that link in the
Black Cleaner.
Yeah. So let me get some of these questions. Can you see the comments, Keem? Because I see we had a couple of new comments. Anybody else say anything?
Not really. You got Prime. Shout out to the panel though. Then we got Ronan. Prime.
I got a question for you, Ronan.
Yeah.
Since you was on Razors, I saw you in the comments of Razor Rays. I could not this weekend, man. I looked through this weekend and seen all of this foolishness that was going on. I could not sit there and watch it. I mean, salute to Uncle Rico. I mean, I see that he's on the side of, the black women, but to sit there
consistently too much so that it's becoming simping. I'm like, God damn, bro, come on, man, pick a side.
Simping?
Well, he was being a pander to the system.
There you go, pander.
As I said, I respect him because I see he's on the side. I'm pro-black, and I see his shtick. His shtick is to be polarizing, but to sit there and I don't even know Travelversity. You know what I'm saying? But to sit there and to diss his woman like how he dissed his woman, but to get mad when somebody just made a small comment about his wife. he went on a tangent about another chick's girl for about a good 10 minutes. But he got mad when one person, just said one comment, F him and his wife. And
somebody just did that again?
No, I'm just saying back then he held it. He held it for a long time, and I'm like, but why would you do that? But I mean, be mad at that, but then go and start to tear down this person's relationship over here. So I mean, as I said, I respect Uncle Rico as a person. I do have we would have to sit down and have conversations about
I can arrange that. Uncle Rico come on the show whenever you want.
Yeah, I don't mind him coming over to talk about it. I don't like the
WhatsApping right now to see if he's busy, but yeah, you can usually get him to come on the show or schedule something with him.
Yeah, but the whole polarization that he has, I that's not what I like for this channel over here. Because I mean, I see what he does on Uncle Peso Man show and all of that. I don't like that polarization where he's just being too, over the top with it. And I shut down. I don't like it, to be honest with you. I respect him as a person, and as I said, I understand the shtick to be able to draw people in. Because I mean, I understand people don't like, me as a content creator because they say I'm too deep. I mean, I've had people say that to me. Your conversation is too deep. But as I said, this is a group therapy session. We want to be able to share our stories. I'm just a facilitator for you all. That's really what I am, on this, for Real Talk with Nate, for other people to come on here and tell their story. And we just, have these topics to where we can, peel back the layers of, some of these issues that's causing us, from working together. Because as we say, revealing is healing. We're about love, liberation, and legacy over here. But in order to get to that point, we have to reveal some of these skeletons that we got in our closet to be able to, heal from them. So,
love. Let's talk about it.
Exactly.
We all lie.
NYC the future. What role do you think he played in his family? That was my question. I done said all that just to get to that question.
Who, his mother? I'm not talking about somebody's mama.
I'm talking about NYC the future. What role do you think he played in his family? Because evidently, all of that was going on this past week, and everybody talking about him. It seemed like he was the favorite.
Right. But I had actually paid a super chat just to get my comment out to him, and he kind of played it down. But at the same time, it's real talk. I asked him, "How do you promise or make a promise to somebody in a developing country? Hey, I'm always going to take care of you." As way of macking and starting game with a woman when you can't support yourself. So then when she holds you to a fire as a man and you gave your word that you're going to support her, regardless of what the situation is between you and her, that's the way he approached it. And that's how he sells a lot of these different women, even though he might be paying them on the side. He's saying, I'm going to continue to do this. And he pulls out and then she gets upset. That was the whole thing. You pulled out an obligation you held to yourself until you, by your own word, say, hey, I might have said it, but I'm pulling back out on it. Be upfront and say, hey, we're not together. I'm not shooting content with you anymore. That option is out the window. These guys have to lie even to get content going instead of telling the truth. He was already paying this woman to be on his lives. And that's the way she prefaced it. You were always paying me. It wasn't a relationship thing. It was a money thing. You paid me to be in your content.
Yeah, you sound like an old pillow talk.
Exactly. And that's what I said. You can't take care of yourself, but you're promising other people with begging money, you're going to take care of them. And then when you fall short, it's okay for you to break your word and her not hold you accountable or get pissed off. But then the other thing was the whole thing with her younger sister, which we don't need to go into here, but that's outrageous.
I would only go. How old was his younger sister?
We don't want to talk about it. We
Too
talked
much
about it
younger. Let's
already.
put it that way. She was too much younger than her to be even considering having a conversation with.
Right. We didn't do it on the channel. Why we can't talk about it then? We just gonna watch.
And then it wasn't his first
He ain't here
situation.
to defend himself. I don't want to be over here talking about, that.
But I mean, he confirmed it himself.
I didn't even want to watch it when it was going down this week, and I'm like, why are we spending a whole, I mean, as I said, there was 3 content creators podcasting about this one incident, like it was supposed to be, the flavor of the month. And I was real disappointed in that, because as I said, we have more important fish to fry over here.
I mean, but we have to point out the behavior as being incorrect and not be silent about it. And those were addressed in those lives. But I want to keep on pushing it. This dude is just a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. And the people that support him are pieces of shit because they're adding to that style of living, that style of moving around the planet and everything else.
That negative shit.
Yes. And the negative shit amplifies over the positive to a point that outweighs it.
Exactly.
Yeah, because everybody want to be like, where's all my scamming ass niggas at?
Right.
Fuck that shit. That shit's corny.
Well,
okay, Ronan. Getting some love.
Hey, when she leaves, she knows what to do. She says goodbye. She going to hang out with the fam, run some errands. She'll be back.
And I guess that's another thing too, because I mean, I was saying to Keem earlier, I said I must be a part of be on the outs. You know how in The Simpsons they was talking about the No Homers Club. They had a secret society. They changed the name to the No Homers Club.
Right.
Because when I was out here looking for all of the content creators that be out here doing good content and good work and all of that, was no one around. I mean, as I said, I saw you in the comments. Mr. Flip Flops did his Sunday service. Ronan the Wandering Travels put out a short, and those were the things that kept me sane. But everybody else was.
And I jumped up on the panel, but I didn't go live. I went up on the Andrew Show's panel, but I didn't go live because his restream and my computer do not get along, so I couldn't push mine out and go live with it. I just sat on his panel and went through the content with him. And
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, because there was not a lot of positive content going on this weekend in the travel space, I was like, is there a secret club that everybody's at that I don't know about, that nobody's telling me?
Yeah. All the cool
to me,
bad
it seemed like, say it again?
All the bad kids in that room. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because it seemed to me like, okay, everybody who's in the travel space that is married or got a girlfriend and doing something positive, they're busy doing those things. And then the ones who are what's it called, because I even talked to Ryan, or he texted me, he was saying, I'll go live next week. He said he's been moving, so he hasn't been able to go live because he's been packing up all his stuff so he can move into his new spot. So I was like, oh, okay. And then I was talking to Charlie Chan, shout out to Charlie Chan. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Y'all got a club that y'all ain't telling me about? He's all like, nope. He's like, yo, just like life be lifing. So I just can't. And I guess it's the same thing, for everybody else. Everybody's focusing on getting to the bag. So
I mean, I almost had to move
handling their responsibilities.
I almost had to move this month too, but I renegotiated my contract to where we both could come to an agreement. I got my lease lowered to another lowered $200.
Okay, cool.
I tried to do 3, but I got 2. So hey, my overhead just went down.
Hey, that's $200 a month that you could put someplace else, like you said.
Exactly.
Invest it or whatever. Which leads into what do you think about these these trading bots that they've been advertising out here. Have you seen
what?
any of them?
I got one I'm
good?
interested in. I got one that I'm interested in. I'm doing some research on it right now. But if I can put $20, $40 in it and see how it performs, and it starts to grow my nest egg, I might throw a little bit more in there. I'm going to test it out and see how they run. If I find one that runs really, really well and can show good production on the investment side, safe investments. Because like I said, I used to sell annuities and I was recruited to sell stock and get my Series 6, Series 7, and I refused to do it because of the gambling aspect of it and me getting a commission from somebody else's loss. I just couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm. What? I don't get that question. Who's asking?
Oh,
that
that's
question?
a football question. How far are the Vikings going? That's more of a football question. I don't know.
I'm talking about the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I have to look at their team. I haven't really followed their team so much as my own because we're restructuring. Mahomes got hurt towards the end of the year. We picked up a couple secondary quarterbacks, trying to find what our second string quarterback's going to look like. Picked up a new guy, a new quarterback, fresh out of college. So I wanted to see how people play in the preseason to even figure out how that's going to work out. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on all of the teams.
Y'all got whatchamacallit.
Mahomes.
No. Your backup.
Oh, what's up, Gans? Yeah,
What's going on?
In the room, bro.
Y'all picked up whatchamacallit from the Jets.
Okay.
Okay, we picked him up, but we also picked up. Yeah, we picked up a college kid too. I don't know if we picked him up and then traded him off for somebody else, but we did pick up a high quality quarterback that came straight out of college too.
But I think he's gonna start. The dude y'all just picked up from the Jets. I think he's gonna start the first 5 games, right?
Yeah.
So now, if he does good those first 5 games, I'm know.
And so I'm logging out of this conversation. I'll be back.
Go ahead.
So we know it was the Jets and the Bears. The Patriots can stay. Patriot conversation can stay. We just talking general football, not team.
Okay.
Now, if I got on my soapbox and started talking about my Dallas Cowboys, then you can mute up.
Oh, you can't really talk about them for too long.
We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Right. I got a couple of things in the house. I got to, go interact real quick with my other half.
You got to go take out the trash, Keem. Yeah, go ahead.
Shut up, nigga. Don't get mad. Don't get mad because I got shit to do in the house and ain't nobody telling you to make sure you do it, fool.
Don't let me put my business out. Don't be put my business out there in the street, cause
he's cricket fan, man. Yeah, he was
I'm the
cricket.
black sheep out here, man. I ain't the favorite.
Oh boy, here you go. I'll be back, fellas. Y'all keep this interaction going. Keep us live. Anybody in the chat that wants to come up, it's open panel. Please do like and subscribe, people. Let's go.
All right, what's going on, Mr. Gangsta Lifestyle? How you doing?
I'm chilling. I heard what you was saying.
Okay.
You said it a few minutes ago. My son came in the house and the dog started barking, so I didn't come on the panel. I wanted to wait till the dog calmed down. But you had said you didn't want to pay attention to this dude no more, and I didn't neither. That's why, Ronan, I don't know if you've seen it. That's why I went in the Razor's panel and exploded, because I said all y'all doing is running your mouth. You're just talking. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about because y'all gonna talk all this shit and nothing's gonna happen.
Right.
Just like before, and the shit's just gonna blow over. So y'all just ain't got nothing to talk about. You just running your mouths.
Exactly. I mean, the same situation happened when the whole debacle in Kenya and and the other kid, Jay Willow. I was even in Keys's room, in the Streets for Keys on his panel. He said, "Man, I ain't never gonna put that man on. I ain't gonna never do anything." Okay.
And he turned right back around and put him on.
You already know. You already know. So I don't need to say it anymore. So people say and give their word as men, but they're not real men. Because they double back and double talk you all day long because they think that's going to give them position or some kind of content money, and they'll break every kind of moral they have in the book. So that means they're more about their money than they are about their morals and ethics and what they'll stand on and tolerate in the space.
Exactly. So basically, like I said, you're not gonna do nothing. You just running your mouth. So if you're gonna do something, if this dude really did what everybody's saying that he did, and I think he did, then go to Interpol. Go to Interpol and let them arrest him. Oh, now you a rat. You a rat. Man, listen. If there's a dude in my neighborhood and you know he's touching on little girls, I'm calling the cops on him. All that rat and shit go out the window when it comes to the children. You know what I'm saying? So them dudes y'all ain't doing nothing but running your mouth. You need something to talk about.
And that's the big thing. Are people more, driven towards the drama? They really want real content. And it's showing that, a lot of these do have feminine traits. I'm sorry. You'd rather be in the rooms where the content is about negativity, drama, and all these other things and instead of promoting the small group that we are. There's not that many black male travelers, period. And the wake that you guys leave in your chaos is exactly that. It starts off as a ripple and develops into this whole fucking big ass storm. And you guys don't realize that. To where it's now so bad, people in Medellin, people that are getting, now you're getting profiled. Instead of driving while black in America, you flying while black all over the fucking globe.
Yeah, traveling while black.
Yeah. Y'all don't even see it. You're so blind to trying to make money and content that's provocative so you can get clicks and views. It's the new hustle. It's the new corner boy. Go ahead.
Sounds like that sex sell shit.
Absolutely.
Well, hey, what's his name? Bishop Don Juan said it. He said sex gonna sell when cotton and corn won't. It is what it is.
Dan, are you a black sheep? Are you the black sheep of the family? What's going on with the sibling rivalry?
What are you talking about?
That's what the topic is about. It's about sibling rivalry. Dysfunctional families. You got four types of people in the family. You got the favorite, the one who followed the map. Everybody, always bigging him up because he done went to college. He done got the corporate job and got the good life. And then you got the black sheep, the one who went to trucking or the trades, or they went the blue collar route or whatever. And nobody really pays attention to him because they feel that he just quit. But all he did was he followed, an alternate route because he saw that route didn't work for him. Then you got the dude can't get right, the lost sheep. The examples I used were Jay-Z being the favorite or the golden child, Dame Dash being the black sheep, DMX being the lost child, and then you have the exile, the one who said, something, forget the game. I see all of the problems and the drama. I'm just gonna leave. That would be somebody like a Dave Chappelle, who just went to Africa, quit the game, and just went it off. So those were the examples I used. But in your family, who would you be? I mean, I already know your history of being in the blue collar, so I would assume you would be the black sheep, but I don't know.
Nah, I'm not the black sheep. I mean, we definitely had, and my family reunion is coming up this week. I'm leaving on Thursday to go to that. Yeah, so we definitely had, I'm the youngest of 32 grandchildren.
Wow.
God damn.
God damn.
So yeah, my oldest first cousin was older than my mother. My mother's 85. He was 86. My oldest first cousin. So, but yeah, I have cousins and all that. They, went to college. They bigged them up going to college and whatever. I said, listen, all I'm gonna do is walk my path and let the Most High guide me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I went to college for a little while. That didn't work out. Worked on Wall Street for a little while. That didn't work out. And then, I just started taking all these civil service exams. And then New York State Corrections called me first. I went to them. I worked 8 years with them. I took the test for New York City Transit, never heard from them. Took the test for New York City Correction Officer. I did hear from them. And then I took the test for New York City Sanitation because I didn't want to work for the state for too long. The state wasn't paying enough money at that time, not for me. And I knew the city was where it was at. So I went for everything for New York City Corrections, right? And then I heard from New York City Sanitation. And I said, you know what? I compared the jobs and the salaries and all of that. I said, yo, New York City Corrections is making more because they get more overtime, but basically the hourly rate is the same. I said, I don't want to be locked up in the jail no more. I'm going to pick up this garbage. And that's what I did.
Big Gans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you a question, but you don't have to actually reveal it if you don't want to. What's your real name, brother?
I'm not telling you my real name.
I mean, some people are sensitive to that.
Listen, if you work for New York City Sanitation, you know who I am.
I'm not from New York. I'm from Boston. But my point is, as Black people, we gotta start doing better with our names, man. We can't be the Hakeems and you know what I'm saying, and the Kashikas. Like, we gotta stop that shit, bro. Because first of all, your name is your presentation first. That's looked at as soon as somebody looks at your application that you put in for a job.
Right.
And I had this conversation with a friend of mine who's Black, and his full name was Kenneth Pitts. With hearing that name, how do you determine the race on that name?
The Kenneth could be deceptive. Pitts? I don't know. I would say that could be a German name for me.
See what I'm saying? Like, we gotta start even doing better with naming our children, bro.
Actually, I'm a black sheep, so I'm gonna tell you.
Okay,
I was about the goddamn name. To be honest with you, because I'm not trying to be accepted in your system, no way. So if my name keeps me out, cool, because I need to be building my own thing. Fuck that application. Right. If you don't accept me, fuck it.
Okay, I see where he's going now, because I didn't understand when he asked me my name, right? Mm-hmm. But I see where you're going. You talking about we got to stop naming our children Quafifius and whatever, all these ghetto, all these hood rat names. Okay, Mercedes. I get where you're going. Well, put it like this: my name is a regular all-American name. It's not Hakeem. It's not Quafifius and whatever,
All right. You understood my point without even have to present that. So respectfully, bro, go ahead.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you straight up. If I told you my whole last name, like, listen, when I first started working for New York City Sanitation, right? That job, that part of that sector of New York City government is primarily Italian. So when the first day I walked in to my work location. The first day I walked into my work location, and they saw the name, because Gans is part of my last name. I ain't gonna say the whole name, but when they saw the name, they thought I was Italian.
Right.
And then
See?
they saw my face.
Yep, that happens a lot.
They was like, "Oh, that's Gans." Oh, you know what I'm saying? They all thought I was Italian because the job is primarily the population is highly Italian.
Right.
You've seen all the mafia movies and whatever. All the Italians they're into sanitation.
I don't know if my mom had
Sanitation or
foresight or what.
construction.
I don't know if my mom had foresight or what. My name is on my website, so I'm a fiduciary. I can't lie about who I am. So if you want to look me up, I'm certifiable. You can Google my name right now. Alexander Winston Foster. Go Google it. All right? My shit will pop up. I'm not afraid to give out my name. But at the same time, there's a reason for that. I've been certified. I've done the FBI background checks as a fiduciary. I have to be honest about what I say at all times. I can't be deceptive. And that started even when I was in the military. I have my high-level top secret clearance. And always, let's say during the pandemic, everybody's buying guns, right? I walked into an all-white gun store where people were waiting to get approved. 2 black men. I was buying a gun. I walked in, 15 minutes later, I'm walking out while all the white boys are sitting there looking at me like, what the fuck? And this is in Kansas. So I don't have anything to worry about with my name. You can't fuck it up. And I work for myself. So you can't even take me and complain to somebody. But yeah, look me up.
Welcome to the stage, Financial Frontier 020. What's going on, family?
What's good? What's good? Shout outs to the host. Shout outs to Cool, Black Cleaner, Ronan, Big Games. Good.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to come on because we was talking last week, and you did say a little bit of your story, and this week I felt that story would have been relevant because we are talking about the family dynamic and sibling rivalries and the different family aspects. Like I've had family who had the degrees in the family, and everybody was hoping that they was going to be the saving grace of the family, and they turned out to be the ones who was just out for self. And then you had the ones that were the black sheep of the family, and they were the ones that who actually put the family on their back. And I wanted you to explain your story a little bit, because you said that you had your sisters and all of them, they had the degrees, and you had the issue that was going on with the house, and you was in the military, and you learned how to read the legalese on the deed, and that started your real estate career. But look, I want to also ask this question, because it seemed to me like once you was able to do that, instead of being the saving grace of the family, you came and you went and became an exilist, or the person who was like, something later for the family. I'm not for that drama and all of that dysfunction. I'm gonna go ahead and do my own thing. So I know I just said a lot, but
no. You landed the plane. I got you. And also too, I guess I became the black sheep at the end of it. I guess I was once the favorite and the slotted one, and then I became the black sheep. But I don't know. I never really examined those dynamics within the family. But anyways, yeah, I got the older sister and the younger brother. And so my sister, she was just the first one out. So she did her thing and went to college, and she was very successful and doing good in that. My brother, of course, he was the last one. So my mother kind of helped him go to college and got into debt, and same thing as him. There's a little bit playback. So yeah. So after that had happened or whatever, I was just in the military serving. So I was just all over the place. I was probably overseas my whole tour. So whether it was 15 years, I ended up spending 17, 18 years. I've always been overseas. So I grew distant. But anyways, I always used to come back home and see my family, right? Because you got to go back and see fams. And so just a certain point where I was just like, dang, man, let's go figure out this deed. Let's go figure out the little one small thing we got in the family of value. And we always used to have talks because people in the community, we knew each other for like 50, 70 years. You know, my grandma's been in there for a long time, and so is my great grandfather. And, you know, we saw people lose their properties due to internal disputes. Right across the street, this guy was a trucker. He probably owned half of the county at the time. That's a lot of land. But over the time, he parceled it out, gave it to his kids, and his kids fought internally for it. And still to this day, right now, they have legal action against each other. It's ridiculous. And so we was like, man, we're not going to be like that. We're not going to be like that. But as soon as we got some assets and it became time, people started acting a fool. And for me, I didn't know. I was overseas, so I was handling the property, trying to get it inspected, paying for engineers, making sure the title was clean. And so I was like, all right, cool. I was out of touch. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what was going on in the rear with the gear. And then my cousin basically called me up and said, man, I'm hearing people talk crap about you. I'm like, yo, what's going on? He's like, well, your mom and your sister and your brother saying this, and I know you, I know your character. So I know this can't be true. What's going on with the house? And I was like, bro, I don't know. I'm handling the actual, construction, seeing what the plan is. And he was like, well, they want you to basically pay for it all. So it was like $300,000 for repairs minimum. You know how construction is. So it could be 20 to 30% over that. And then on top of that, the comps for a house like that, which is just a comparable, was only around like maybe 250. So even if I went to go spend the 350, I'd be $100,000 underwater because it wouldn't add up to the value that I had to put in. It was an old house. And so they were like, well, we don't care. If you really loved your grandma, you would do it for grandma. Why are you even talking about money? If I had the money, I'll do it. And then so I had to deal with all that.
Gaslight you for family. They try to
gaslight me quick.
Yeah.
But watch this, Ronan. Well, I know humans are humans, so I really don't trip about it much. I built my wealth by myself at that time. So I was like, look here, I'll give it back over to you guys. Y'all can have it 100%. It's free and clear. You know, there's no issues with the title. You already know what it is for construction and everything. So here you go. And, I was paying the mortgage. I was paying the deed and everything. My grandma was kind of seen as, quote unquote, the matriarch. But once I took that kind of shit, my grandma was like, you got it. You're in control. And everybody from the family was surprised. They were kind of like low-key hating on me. Because they were like, grandma never want to, you know what I'm saying? She always want to be in control. I'm like, man, she's 90 plus. That old lady don't want to be in control. So anyways, after I turned that over, they was like, well, maybe we should sell it now. So now they talking about selling it and everything. But I really don't trip about it. I didn't let it tear me away from the family, even though for them, that would be something that they would have tore away from me from. But it's something I just duly noted, yeah? So I still love my brother. I still love my sister. I love my mom. But I just know how to treat them accordingly because of how they act around certain aspects of life. And so I just have that relationship with them now, if you get my drift. It's not so much I'm like, if y'all don't rock with y'all. I still talk to them, still rock with them. But I just know that in my mind that I know how you are when it comes to assets. I know how you are when it comes to this and that. So I'll treat you accordingly. So, once somebody show you who they are, believe them. And I think that's the problem. But some people actually, and then I also get their perspective. I've been overseas serving my country, but they were there with my grandma. So you get what I'm saying? They got more sweat equity. They were there. I could be considered quote unquote gone. And so they believe they have more rights to it. Well, hey, look, you don't need to go back and forth with me. I'll give it to you. So I just signed it over to them and then just continued on with my own progress. And that liberated me. When you have the ability to walk away from stuff like that, that's the true liberation. So I would say that to most people. If you can understand that nuance, you could probably be more diplomatic and kind of not have the issues that a lot of people have with their siblings and their family members by being able to step away.
You build different, bro, because 9 times out of 10, when it comes to family and there's situations where there's inheritance, it's always a fight.
Believe me,
some people be trying to get people knocked. It'd be like, what? Right. They be trying to set somebody up.
Yeah. I've seen it because I worked in the insurance industry. I've seen what happens when life insurance policies, $2 and $3 million get delivered to a family.
That's a fight.
Somebody, oh yeah, and then one person on the life insurance policy might get 50%, and the other two get 25 and 25.
What's this?
That's the way your dad or your mom wanted it.
Right. But that's if your mom and dad had everything tied up.
Exactly.
This goes here and this goes there, and everything's already set up. But when it's not set up like that, and there's no will,
next of kin, probate.
There's a fight.
Probate, you can speak on it, and then sometimes if you all can't get it ironed out in probate, you can lose it, because I've seen that's happened in our family a couple of times. Keem, ain't that correct?
That is correct. Where the bills weren't maintained and nobody had the money to really go and pay for it. Yeah, that's happened. Yeah.
And the houses as we said, in Boston, these houses is now worth millions of dollars. I mean, it's already been paid off. The house is worth, 1.2 million. and
that's crazy. And these are houses that have been in the family that ain't had the proper maintenance in years, that ain't been upkept, and they're still at these prices. Imagine if the value of the property was upkept because of.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another thing too. Say it again.
The same thing in some of the places like LA. I lived in LA for almost 30 years, or California itself. And some of the neighborhoods that you would see on the gangster movies, those little houses, you're talking about 750, over $1 million now. Gentrification on Long Beach Harbor, Long Beach, that place, gangster style, Long Beach. That place is all a resort now. I mean, you got the ships that pull in right there at the harbor. That whole waterfront right there are bars and restaurants of high class. This is Long Beach again now, but back then it was all fucking hell and terror. Gentrification is real. A lot of those places were Sears and Roebuck pre-built homes that they had built on those properties. That now, because of the location, more so than the house, the property values have skyrocketed. And their kids are selling. They're not keeping them.
Yeah.
But the key thing is being able to, come together. And that's one of the things that I keep on harping on, is because like what Financial Frontier was talking about was, here he kind of understands real estate itself, and he's trying to explain to his siblings, this isn't, I understand the sentimental value that you have in this property, but
right.
The actual value of this property is this. So, it would be better for us to probably do something else, i.e., sell it and then buy something that has more value, and then
reinvestment. Yo, bro, oh my god, cousin, like that's my conflict with my brother right now. Like, oh man, if this dude thinks he's gonna play me in this situation, like, you got me way fucked up, because I'm not gonna miss out, and you're not gonna take nothing from me that is mine.
What are you guys at odds at? Selling, buying? What are y'all at odds at?
Selling. This nigga wants.
You want to sell, or
he's
you want to?
He has an older brother, and the older brother is the executor, and of course, he's trying to. He's a black sheep / lost one. So it's like, that's you left the person who they feel isn't, or they don't have confidence in handling the situation to handle the situation. So
let me say this. That's one of the things I could say for people that set up trust, and they set executors up of those trusts, and maybe that person is in a good light at that point. Be ready to want to change that executor. If you feel like that person fell from being the golden child to the lost one because of whatever happened in his life, y'all better get ready to get back in there and change those executors of those trusts, because
All
it
right,
could
see,
be a
that's
problem.
right now, Ronan. That's the shit that I don't know. I
Mhm.
know, as you know, head of a state, the control you have and what you are to me, with me being a beneficiary.
Right.
Nigga, you work for me, bro. You may have certain control of things, but at the end of the day, you work for me.
Wow.
And I feel like that's forgotten.
The lawyer works for you.
Exactly.
True.
If your older brother is the executive of the trust, I
Well,
mean,
it's not even a trust. It's just the property. There is no trust. It's just the property. He's just the executor over the property.
well, it is the property in the trust.
No, there is no trust. He's just
There's
the
no
executor.
trust. There's just two names on the
Oh, okay.
Three
deed,
names.
and he or
Yeah,
three
there's
names on the deed, and
deed.
he's listed as
Yeah.
a
On the
primary
deed,
owner.
right. There's a
Yeah.
few names on the deed, that part.
Right. You know, Filipinos go through that all the time, and they got 13 deep worth of family members on a deed. And some of them are shiesty, like they'll try to sell the property underneath the other ones. And all of a sudden, these ghost signatures pop up, and you get ready to buy the house, and they go back and double check to make sure all the family members agreed, and you find out later that a couple of them didn't. So where you think you got a structured deal, it ain't structured at all. It just fell apart.
Right. So if a motherfucker they think I'll pull a rug from under me, you got me way fucked up.
So what do you think is the solution? I mean, we got some brilliant minds on this panel.
Are
right
we
now.
veering from the conversation? We going from the black sheep and Sibling Rivalry to Charlie Chan TV's in the backstage there. Black Queen.
Okay, I see him.
Oh, I ain't got no civil rivalry. Thank God. I'm
the
the
lone
only
survivor.
child.
Yeah, I'm the lone survivor at this point.
Oh, you the lone survivor. Well, I'm the only child. My mother's house is in the trust. I'm the executor of the trust.
There you
So
go.
my word is law.
As it should be.
Mm-hmm. The only people whose name is on the trust is me and my kids. That's it.
There you go.
Right.
And so how do you have your setup for your kids and the favorites and the black sheeps and your that's coming after you?
My son is next. My son is next in line after me. He's the executor after me.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Yeah.
let's see how much you know. Did you put everything that you own into that trust? Your vehicles, all that?
No.
You need to do that. Life insurance too.
Yeah, that might.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
the conversation. Let's go, fellas.
Yeah,
You
well,
are-
as far as cars and all, I didn't really think into all of that.
Yeah. Any asset
But I
can be
mean,
turned into the
well,
trust
right,
for control.
right. Well,
And to prevent
I got
taxation,
a
sale,
separate.
probate and all that.
As far as myself, I got a will set up for myself, so that's
Will's not enough. A will can be broken.
yeah,
The
yeah. I
trust
know,
is not
I know.
about it. Yeah.
We'd like to welcome Charlie Chan to the stage. How's it going, Charlie Chan TV?
Charlie Chan TV in the building.
Oh man, it's going swell. It's going swell. How you good brothers doing?
We doing
Good,
excellent.
good. Hey, Ronan, let me drop down. I got to finish packing for this cruise.
All right, brother. I appreciate you stopping up, man.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
appreciate you.
Yeah,
All right.
what's up, big gang?
Yep, I'll talk to you on the back end.
All right, brother. Go ahead, Charlie.
I was just pulling up, man. I seen you brothers on here, man, and I said, man, let me pull up because I ain't gonna be able to stay long because then that little shindig I had going on the other night is going on tonight. So it's not my live. I can't be bullied tonight. So shout out to
I
y'all.
can't get bullied. I can't get no. See, it's not even about being bullied. It's about your choices. You said this
That nigga
girl's
Charlie Chan said, y'all ain't getting 8 hours out of me tonight, motherfucker.
The whole thing is he dealing with a high yellow demon in the neighborhood. Even she right around the corner.
She got pretty brown eyes too, though. Pretty
Man, the hell
brown
with all that.
eyes.
The ass will wake up dead.
Uh,
See that type.
Charlie, I thought you was bros over hoes, dog. No, sir.
no, I would like to refer to a pimp named Slickback.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! And you gotta say all of that. A pimp named Slickback.
You gotta say it all, like a tribe called Quest.
Hey, yo, that's just like, yo, bro. I had a Cadillac that was pearl white with a blue top, and you could not address her without calling her Pearl with the blue top.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But just to tap back into what Ronan is saying, although I do believe in, like saying, I'm going off of the pimp named Slickback shit. I do believe in a lot of things over hoes. A turkey, bacon, lettuce sauce, absolutely. A motherfucking cold Presidente on a warm day, most certainly. But I will not be putting no bros over no hoes. I'm sorry. This goes for homeboys, bros, skedaddles, comrades, and all of that. If it comes down to it, I love you brothers to death. But if it comes down to goddamn it, with one of y'all or a soft leg, I'm sorry, y'all gonna lose every time. And here's the thing: if you choose kicking it with me over soft leg, I probably don't want to kick it with you.
Right.
So that's my thought.
He said the nigga got a crush on you.
Type shit, you know what I mean? No, I told the little bitch that we finna kick it. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, sir.
Oh, the fuck you did.
Shit. No, I don't even know we could talk about it after you had that conversation with me. Yeah, I told the little bitch I'm kicking it with my homeboy tonight. Like, what do we talk about now, bro? Like how you passed up on some box?
We were just talking about that earlier, Charlie Chan, because I was saying that I was exposed to it early. You know what I'm saying? While the dudes is over there playing baseball and basketball, I'm over there chilling with the girls playing kickball, and they over there like, yo, why are you over there with the girls? And I yelled back to them, you'll understand when you get older.
Well, now that's a double-headed sword, though. That's a double-edged sword, excuse me. Because when we got older, one of the little boys that was over there, he turned out to play for that same team, and we was like,
oh, Charlie, why I knew you was going to
why'd you have to go there?
Well, here's the thing. I think we should have seen this shit coming, because for one, Lil Jarrell talked with his hands too much, and when we took off our coats and threw him down.
Hold up. First of all, you said Little Jarrell. That's already a clue, man. Come on, man. What boy wants to be called Little?
Man, we was all a little bit. Oh no, I forgot you got a light skinned family, bro. We all got hoods.
Yeah.
We got Lil Jerome, one of my best friends named Tankhead. We got a nigga named Goldmouth. Like, come on now.
That's funny.
Oh man. Well, nah, that didn't happen over here. I was waiting for hiding.
No. I wasn't saying it happened to you. It was.
Jump
I was saying that was two words. It was two different paths. Like the little boy that he was over there overly kicking it with the girls. We was like, man, we should have seen that coming because when we threw our coach down to go play football, he tied his around his waist. We should have noticed then. You know what I mean? And he sound like his mama. You know what I mean? Like he ain't sound like no man that we knew in the neighborhood. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
But go ahead, my apology.
No problem. I'm about to play that little video you was just talking about.
Oh no, you don't want to play that. You're gonna get a strike, bro.
You think so?
I already know. Anything Boondocks, you're getting a strike on. I tried it. That's why I only have sound bites.
Okay, never mind.
If you want to download the sound bite and then just keep it on your thing, I'd do that. Matter of fact, I thought I had it. I was looking for it. I got.
Oh no, I ain't coming for no little.
See, I got all kind of sound bites, but I don't want to show the video. You saw that video?
Oh yeah, because I saw the short, so I thought I could get away with the short.
8 seconds is all you can get away with.
Oh damn! Well, nope, won't do that.
Damn, that shit sound like a sample.
Oh, you talking
True.
about the Fleece Boondocks? Yeah, that one's hilarious.
I mean,
I
I
love
got
it.
quite a few of them.
But yeah. So going back to Charlie Chan, are you an only child?
No. Not
Okay.
even close.
So the topic of discussion officially is sibling rivalry, and the dysfunction families and the roles that children play in the in the family. So you have your favorites who follow the map, and they're the ones that get all of the glory and the status. And the example I gave was the Jay-Z's, who was able to go get in line and fall in line with what's going on in order, and then they get the status and they get the good credit and they get everything. And of course you get your black sheeps of the family, the ones who question the map, which example would be your Dame Dash, the one who says, later for that map I'm gonna do my own thing and create my own map or whatever. And then you have the ones who fall off the map, and the example I gave was DMX, the person who got involved in, the fast life, the drugs, jail, and all of that, and he becomes the burden of the family. That every time, something goes on, they got to go bail him out or whatever, or they just disregard
Was
him.
they
And
bailing him out, or was goddamn it they using his money? Because that is different.
they was bailing him out because he was an addict or whatever. The black sheep is usually the one that you're talking about, who they're using his money because he's the one who took the certain path and he got successful at it, but they still didn't hold him in high regard like they do the person who's the favorite, the one who actually got the college degree and the nice corporate job. And then you got the exilist, the one who says, to hell with it all, later for the family, in Soul Food, the Vanessa Williams, F the family, the family, F my husband type. And they just go off and do their own thing. And they saying, that they, the people from the family, they say that they abandoned the family, you know what I'm saying? But all they did was just, leave that drama alone. So with all of these different archetypes, which one do you think that you are?
Oh, definitely the black sheep, definitely. But here's the thing, and this is where I find solace, and that is, everybody look down on the black sheep until he turns into the goat.
Exactly.
That ain't land. Let me say that again. Everybody look down on the black sheep until he turns into the goat. When you're not doing what everybody expected you to do or wanted you to do or falling into some type of line, they almost prey on your downfall. And by you taking the path of, I guess, the least resistance or going your own way, they prey on your downfall. But when it works out, shout out to Big Boogie. He said when you was down, they ain't fuck with you. But now that you up, they say they stuck with you. You feel me? So that's just what it is. Here's the thing. If you was messed up in your family, and I can't say this everybody family, but families that I've seen, even referring to my own, if you're not doing your own thing and you gotta go to them for help and refuge, they're gonna little boy you. They're gonna treat you like you would have never did it. So much so to where I would have rather, and I went down that route, to be homeless than to ask somebody for help. But at the same time, I felt like that's what made me. I felt like that's what really fueled my hunger. Because when it went down, I looked inside myself and said, "Listen, you got you here. You got to get you out of here. Nobody else could do it for you but you." So the way that anybody feel outside of me, that goes for my mother, my daughter, my sister, anybody in my family. If it's not getting me to the next level and you generally want to see me do well, to hell with it.
Right. And I feel some type of way right now because me and my cousin, the Black Cleaner, have started a podcast. And I don't feel like none of our family has tuned in, bro. And that's sad.
I don't want my family in my shit. I don't want my family in my shit.
Nah, I agree with Ronan because multiple of my family members has asked me, can they pull up? I was like, yeah, no. Because here's the thing. You want to pull up and goddamn it, insert your ideology. And here's the thing. Let me quote the Bible here as well. They say the Bible says no man is a prophet in his own house. You guys get to see me and what I've grown into. They see me, the little one that was fucking up as a kid. You
Yep.
see what I'm saying?
That's the
So
way they're always going to see you.
that's why I don't really do family functions, because I'm doing better than all you. How the fuck you try to little boy me? But yeah, no. So listen, Cool King. I promise you, when y'all get to 100,000 followers, they gonna pull up and be like, oh, we here for our family member. And here's the thing, I can't even I done joke with Black Cleaner numerous of times, back and forth. He never took it, and I never meant no solace by it. But when y'all family members come around and they don't know the dynamic, and they make a same little, I'm coming to Panama. Then they, no, you ain't going out there with my family. I'm gonna do this, that, and the third. You see what I'm saying? Forgetting that, bro. I was supporting bro when he had no channel.
Yep, exactly.
I was pushing bro when he was pushing his book. So,
yep.
Salute Charlie Chan TV. Salute.
Man, hey man, being real is not a deal. It's just a skill, man. That's all.
Facts. Facts. And definitely, I appreciate, all of the support that I get from everybody. Because, I was looking back, because shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. He sent me, a video of when he had me like as a guest appearance or whatever in one of his clips. Right. And when I looked at it, it was 2 years ago. And I was like, damn, I've been in this space for over 4 years. And, I've been on Charlie Chan's. I've done something with Ronan. I've done something with Ronan the Wandering Traveler. And, shout out to Vacation Time with Ryan, vibing with Misha, even when Jay was doing his thing, and I was on all of this and BMTs, you know what I'm saying? And, so it was like, I wasn't I just didn't come out of the blue as a YouTube content creator. I came based on loving this community that we got going on.
Yeah.
You better say that. You better say that. Hey, that's the gospel right there, brother.
And
but now, where's you at? How do you feel now, cousin?
As I said, I'm still that black sheep trying to trailblaze and put the family on my back. That's
right,
how I feel, to keep the farm going. But it's just a different family. It's the Black Travel Space family.
I didn't ask you how you feel about you doing you. I asked you how you feel about what's going on right now with the passport bros. I'm sorry if I didn't clarify that, but there you go.
Oh, well, I said it earlier. I said, just like what Jay-Z said, can't leave rap alone, the game needs me. Can't leave the travel space alone, it needs me. Because, as I said, this past weekend, I'm looking for the Charlie Chan. I'm like, where the Charlie Chan video live stream at? He ain't around.
Oh, we went live, what was it? I think it was twice last week. Listen, you should have seen my last live, man. Ronan and OTO had a field day, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was target practice.
Oh, really?
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
I think I don't know nothing else. I don't know if I was on the right panel, but I was in the bushes watching.
Yeah, you seen them brothers master me? They jumped me on live.
Right.
Allegedly.
I didn't pull up on a panel, but I was in the bushes watching.
Yeah.
So you was in the No Homers Club, because I did not see it. I'm like, where the hell is? I even asked them. I was like, do y'all got a secret club that I'm not invited to?
That's
let me know that.
I'll be feeling like that sometimes too, cousin.
No, absolutely not. Well, what you gotta understand, even because we are our own tribe over here, like say we're kind of connected to the ideology of what everybody else think is a passport bro or the passport community. But even with that said, it breaks off into smaller and smaller segments and stuff like that. Like say, I was just on the call not too long ago to where it was like 5 of us, and they hit me up. Like say I was on, like they hit me up and I was on that call, which it was some very intelligent brothers, so I had no problem with that. But another call, I'll get hit up and it'll be like 10 people on the line. You know what I mean? So there are like little pockets of community, but far as on the cusp of it, we own it. We are
Facts.
definitely on it.
Yeah, because as I was saying earlier, what was going on with this weekend with all everybody, jumping on the whole trending topic of Miss Lucy, and I'm like, really? This is what we talking about as a travel community? We could talk about better topics than this. We can focus on better topics than that. So that's why I say, even though, there are people who consider me to be a black sheep in this community and they don't like, some of the things that I talk because, I'm still preaching that pro FBA, let's all get together as black people type of mentality. I understand all of that. But hey, I'm not trying to be just looking for the next thing that's trending, the flavor of the month, because we see where that gets you.
Yeah. Listen, here's the thing, man. If you go right, people gonna say you should have went left. If you go left, people gonna say you should have went right. Like you'll
Mm-hmm.
never please everybody over here, man. So just do you and stay true to who you are. That's what I'm figuring out. Just stay true.
So you know what I did? Nigga, I came to the fork in the road and went straight.
Blaze your own path. Yeah.
Yeah, you must got you
Straight
one of
down
them
the motherfucking
off-road
middle.
four-wheeler joints.
Exactly.
Then
That's exactly what that means, Ronan. Blaze your own damn path.
Hmm?
Let's go.
Fuck
Yeah,
the
as
social
you said.
norms. I don't conform to society, man. I've always raged against the machine.
Yeah, well, but that's the whole point that I was trying to make was that you have to, but we have to do that as a people because that's what everybody else is doing. Everybody else is coming together as a people and using the system as their tool. Because that's what the
You a
machine is
believer
supposed to
still.
be.
I gotta wake you up sometimes. You a believer. The people will pull you down as quick as anybody else, man. Waiting on them. You blaze
Well,
your
I'm
own
not
trail.
waiting
They
on
can follow
them.
behind you. You blaze your own trail and let them follow behind you. Don't wait on them.
Oh,
Do your
Oh no, I'm
thing.
not waiting.
Don't let them
But
throw you down.
but I am,
Yeah.
saying, hey, the tool is the machine. We are the foundation because we're the ones who created the machine. As they said, who's smarter, the calculator or the person who created the calculator? The person who created the calculator.
facts.
So that's how we're supposed to so that's how we're supposed to be dealing with it. But people are afraid to, because we keep saying it. People are afraid to put down their phones. People are afraid to, get off of this, social safety net that we have, or this, government safety net. Oh no, you're gonna mess up my job. You're gonna get me fired from my job.
Now,
Oh, you're gonna,
see, that's
get me
where you
kicked off
being
of
a
my
little
Section 8. I
lighthearted.
can't.
You
Say it
being a
again.
little lighthearted. You saying people. Let's be specific. Which people? Genderly.
Our people.
Which people? Nah.
Our
Nah, I don't even.
Nah.
Well, that's why I gotta call cap though, man. And we gotta, in my opinion, we gotta stop spreading this rhetoric. Do you know it's more white people on government assistance than black people?
That part.
Yes, but we're not talking about the fact that we're talking about them relying on it. See, the thing, they use it as a tool. I mean, there are white people who was able to buy a house on their Section 8 and then hold on to their house till it appreciated in value. And then once it appreciated in value, they turned it around and sold it to us when we got some money. And then they went and bought a fixer-upper in the city. With the money that we gave them, and then flip that.
Well,
that's what I'm
twofold,
saying.
then, my good brother. That's definitely twofold because if you don't do that right, that could definitely be looked at as getting over on the system. And when you have the hue that you and I have, it's easier to be looked at as getting over on the system. You know what I mean? Like, not saying that is different, but when they do it, it's just like doing taking advantage of the system. Oh, but when we do it, is we're getting over on the system. So those are. Go ahead.
Well, the key is understanding the rules of the system because, okay, if you let's put a prime example. Okay, the FHA loan. You can go buy a house with the FHA in an empowerment zone.
Down.
With 5% down, but the rule is you're supposed to live in this house for at least 5 years before you're able to sell it. So it's not the fact that so once you understand those rules, if you understand the game, then you just use it to your advantage. You go buy the FHA loan, you wait 5 years. Once it appreciates in value, you sell that, get your money, and then rinse and repeat.
Good brother.
So it's the same thing for Section 8. There's a Section 8. There's clause in terms with the Section 8 as well, where if you get the house using your Section 8, there's going to be a certain amount of time you can live in it before you can sell it. But that's not getting over on the system. That's using the system to your advantage.
Yeah. But here's the thing, Black Cleaner. I think that's why we have to be specific when we talk. Just because yes, what you just said is absolutely right. But the obvious loophole is that's when it's in a FHA loan. Within 2 to 3 years, you could take it out of that FHA loan and put it into a conventional loan, and then you could go and get another FHA loan. What people do not talk about. And even if that was the case, it's people that get homes with FHA loans and rent out rooms in them.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, that's not.
There's just so many different ways to skin a cat, and that's really what this whole thing is talking about. Because, okay, here you are, you're considered the black sheep. Here I am, I'm considered the black sheep, and then I'll go to one of the favorites in the family and start talking that. And like what you said earlier, because you might be they remember you when you was a little boy and they're the oldest, they're not even considering the information that you're providing, even though it's sound information. They like, ain't nobody listening to you.
That's
I ain't about to risk my good credit on what you just told me.
That's a fact, but no, that's definitely a fact. But the fact of the matter is this. If you don't believe in me from the jump, I don't want you to listen, I'm gonna tell you this. The most inspirational talk I've ever had is a person telling me I can't do it.
Exactly.
That's the most inspiration, right? That it put a fire up under me. I tell people this: my congratulators get me going, but my haters keep me going. When I'm thinking about quitting, I think about my haters, thinking like, man, I knew that nigga was gonna quit. Man, I knew he wasn't built for this. I knew, goddamn, he was all cap and no action. That's what keeps me going.
Let me shout out Magneezy to the stage. Welcome, Magneezy.
Knack, what it do,
brother? What's up, my brothers? Yeah, how y'all doing?
Man, it's a blessing and a lesson. How
awesome, brother.
That's what's up, man. I don't know. I ain't hearing none of y'all talking about this weight loss thing that we all agreed to. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I done lost 10 pounds since the last time we spoke. You heard? Yeah.
Shout out to you and congratulations to that. And with that being said, I'm gonna bring myself to the forefront of the congregation because that's what we do over here, man. As men, we can hold each other accountable, and I could tell you, I'm definitely going in the right direction, but I'm not all the way in that direction. So absolutely for that. But this week here, the top of Monday, I'm like the Monday is the beginning of the week, so it's a new slate for me, and I'm working to keep my word as we speak.
Man, that's what's up, man. Let me tell y'all how I did it though. So because I work in the petrochemical industry, we have there's certain times where you can't be in certain areas, right? So people have breaks. I skipped that first break, and by doing that, I calculated that when you go to the canteen or whatever, that's literally at a minimal 600 calorie break. You know what I'm saying?
Your volume
I took that out. Well, who's that, Keem?
Yeah.
Turn your volume down. You're a little louder. Your mic.
Put down a 40-ounce, Keem. I got you though. Thank you.
Well, first of all, I don't drink 40 ounces, so you got me fucked up. But bring your volume down a little bit, brother.
Anymore.
Damn, come on, cousin.
I ain't never drink 40 ounces. So Black Cleaner, you shut the fuck up too, nigga.
Yeah, you know you done drunk a St. Ides or two growing up. Don't act like we wasn't drinking OE together in MD 2020.
Not the OE.
Maybe the MD 2020, but I don't know about the
Mad Dog 2020. Hold up. How you skip over Mad Dog 2020 for OE? Which one was worse?
No, I was drinking Mad Dog. I didn't drunk Mad Dog 2020, but I've never drunk an OE.
All that shit was bad. Yo, Black Cleaner, shut the fuck up, bro. You just changed the whole motherfucking motion of the show, dog. Shut up. Stop trying to assassinate me, nigga. Let's go. Carl, let's go, bro.
Go ahead. You talk about your weight loss.
Talking to you, bro.
Hey, Knack, I'm down 5 pounds, bro. But I said I was gonna do 20, so I'm way off of where I need to be by the end of the month. I don't know if Knack dropped off because of connection, because I know he's driving. Half the time when he's calling in, he's driving.
Nah, shout out to Knack. Last time he was on, by the time we got like deep in the conversation, I was in my zone. But yeah, no, I think bro, like say lit a torch, man, and I'm with it. We could, Ronan, you the technical brother, start a goddamn community where we in here and we call each other out. Everybody to get in, you gotta post your weight and you gotta goddamn stand holding to your word, or we're gonna roast your ass over here in this private chat.
We do that already. What you mean?
Hold up. We don't be roasting nobody on
not
this chat.
Like accountability. We're not roasting you. We're holding you accountable to your word as a man. And that's what the Lions Den does.
I'm with the roasting. I like roasting. What's up?
I was just gonna say, like, y'all need, come on, bro. Is this a Sebastian, Todd, and Trevor goddamn line? What the fuck is we doing? This is our background. This is what we. Come on, we wrote, bro. Come on, like we grew up roasting people. That's why we got.
How's my volume now? How's my volume?
You sound better. I know you're driving.
Because I know Keem's ears are set to pillow talk volume. So,
yo, Carl, bro, coming at me, bro? You better leave me alone, nigga. I'm the co-host, bro. You can't come at me, nigga. I will mute you, nigga.
That's not Carl. That's Knack.
Nigga, don't get muted, nigga. Leave me alone.
Mute me. I don't care. Shit, I'm here, just for entertainment. But anyway, so it was a 500 calorie deficit, and then working out. 1 day cardio, 1 day, and I use boxing for the cardio. So boxing.
Yo, bro, you're not even on the topic. Cut that shit out.
No, let him finish.
Yo, who the fuck you talking to, nigga?
Right.
Here we go.
What the fuck is you talking about, my niggas? Chill out, bro.
Where's my bell?
Because I was afraid to bring up the next person on the stage, but I want Magnesia to finish because I already know a roast session's about to come on. Because the main focus, the main person that he challenged is actually on the panel now. So let Magnesia finish, and then we'll get to find out what's going on with the next person.
Yeah, so basically just cardio and 1 day strength and conditioning after. So it's been working great. All my brothers get motivated to get in shape, you know what I'm saying? So we just document it in the back chat and in the WhatsApp and hold each other accountable. That's all. Peace.
Nah, shout out to you for that. I think we need that as men. For sure. Shout out to you for that. And I'm not above like reproach or any shit like that. I just, when niggas get super disrespectful, I can get super disrespectful back. But
exactly.
like say when goddammit, when they was taking target practice on me at the last one on my live, they grilled me, nigga. I was the main dish. It was like say it was fun and it was all fun, and I don't think it was like disrespectful or nothing. So I'm cool with it. But if niggas come up and they like really on some grind like this shit like this, man, I'm really about what I talk about, man. So
Yo, Charlie Chan, I looked up your gym. They say you only do fitness classes in there, bro. To keep it 100. All the trainers in there, man. It's just.
What training did you talk to? Let's do that. What training did you talk to Coach Jack? Yeah. Did you talk to Coach Jack?
He don't know you. He don't know you.
I bet you Coach Jack know me. No, listen. Greg Nielsen, the owner of the gym, I had it when it was a little. I went there when it was a little operation when I was in junior high. What are we talking about, Nat? Come on, bro.
I mean, they definitely have. Those dudes got good words for you. Handing out towels. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. Energy bars.
Right, we gotta get off of Charlie Chan. We gotta put KB in the hot seat. What's going on, KB? How many pounds you lose? Because you was the one who started this weight loss challenge. What's going on, textbook?
KB.
It's your time to shine.
Oh, my bad. I was muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too smart to be talking and you know you muted, bro. I wear that high dollar education.
Bro, I ain't even saying anything. I ain't even doing anything. Y'all be on my ass for no reason nowadays. I don't even know why.
You pulled up and
I
you
be
was
on my
like,
nerves.
I got
You,
business, bro.
you just tried to bite my head off, bro. Like,
No,
What? I didn't say anything.
That was
That was Mac, bro.
That was Knack Neezy. Cool.
oh,
King.
that was
It was
Mac
not
Neezy.
KB.
Aye, Mac Neezy. Wherever you at, bro. Bring it down a couple notches.
Wait, is this KB?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
that's not KB.
Oh damn, my bad.
KB.
My bad. I mistook him for Cool Keem. So my bad, Cool Keem. Oh, this is the arch nemesis right here. Who always trying to age people, age shame, and all that. Can't get no buns in America.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Mac, while you were gone, hold up. While you were gone, they came up with a whole nother definition for us. Half century OG and shit. Half century OG.
That's crazy. I didn't hear that one.
Wait, who just laughed?
You came up with it. That came up during the fucking road. You. Somebody called us half century ass OGs.
No, I think that fits you though.
Anybody over 50?
Oh damn.
Nah, it was a little bit more smoother than that, the way he worded it. We got to go back to where he said that shit. He was like some OG kicking game ass niggas like type shit, and it was kind of smooth. So I'm not mad at him.
Nah, hey, shout out to KB because he got thick skin. So as much as we talk crazy about him, he can talk crazy about us. So shout out to that young
Is this the same guy that's an accountant?
Yep.
Yeah, KB. Yeah, that's him.
How did he go from sounding like a nerd 3 streams ago to sounding like Spice Adams? in 3 streams. Who made this nigga cool? You trying to reinvent yourself, KB?
Nah, I just always been that way. It's just it's the internet. It's the internet. Like who you are
you lose
in
any
real
weight?
life and the internet, it's a different thing. What?
He didn't hear that.
I'm real and I'm a cool dude in real life. But did you lose any weight, brother?
Oh hell no, man! That ice cream got me in a vice grip. I ain't even, man.
Oh man!
I don't even need to check the scale, bro. I probably, Publix had one of those buy one get one's free, and I went crazy on it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Hey, KB, let me tell you this, bro. As a person that's rooting for you, let me find out you walking down the street eating ice cream cones and shit, bro. We gonna goddamn have a deep discussion, you and I, man.
Nah, I see KB as a 5-gallon drum type of dude, man. You know what
I'm
saying?
Man.
Nah, I ain't even gonna hold. I haven't done that since probably high school.
You haven't done that since probably last week.
I didn't say eating the whole thing. I said there's one in your freezer.
Oh nah, bro. Like I used to eat like one of those a day.
God damn.
Yeah, bro, I was kind of going crazy, and then I made like some serious cutbacks and shit, cause that shit's not good for you. So yeah.
At least he ain't breathing hard in the phone now.
I mean, there's a way of making a nice.
Okay, so next said he looked up the gym. What did you think about the gym itself? Because I noticed you criticized me and not the gym. What did you think about the gym itself, Nat?
I ain't look up no gym, man. I'm just trolling your ass.
Okay. Because we solidified.
I struck a nerve, though. I struck a nerve. You bringing it back up. I struck a nerve. Because you ain't got. I'm gonna start calling you digital clock. Digital clock, because you ain't got no hands. You ain't got no hands.
Yeah, bro, you couldn't get more hands put on you if you went to a fucking black church. I am that guy. What are we talking about?
I'll baptize you, homie.
Let me tell you something, Mac, because I'm not really like, say the first time you got me, I was drinking, so I was off my tilt.
You nice and sober now. Yeah. I
don't say sober, but yeah, I'm in my heel mode. The fact of the matter is this. Now you are a brother that I would love to spar, but I probably wouldn't spar, and I'll tell you why.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh my god, this conversation again. Damn.
Is this
Yeah,
hurting your
yeah.
feelings?
Hey,
Yeah, exactly.
this is,
Like, oh,
you
men
know,
are being men. Oh my God, this is toxic.
listen,
Hey, nigga, you
This
Bro,
started
wait,
it.
hey,
hold on, hold on. Are
this
you
is
are
the
you that 55-year-old? My bad,
Yeah, no, he
55.
nah,
like 57. He like
see.
57.
nah.
There you go.
These niggas. Oh,
There it
you're
is.
age
Shots
shaming.
fired.
You're age
Shots
shaming.
fired.
He's in shape though.
Shots
Bruh.
He's in
fired.
shape for a
Man, you know,
57-year-old.
I told my coach what you said, and he just shook his head, man. It was crazy.
About
I'm like,
what?
yeah, you know, somebody on the internet, they said
I'll
this,
whip
and
your
I'm like,
coach's ass.
that's not
I'll
gonna
whip your
happen, bro.
coach's ass. I'm
He's
a
like
coach myself, bro.
15 years younger than you. Come on.
What does
Don't do
that?
that.
Yeah. KB, let
Don't,
me explain something to you, my brother.
bro, don't
You
embarrass
see,
yourself,
I
bro.
don't.
That's enough,
No, I
man.
won't.
It's
I
all
won't.
right.
Well, check this out.
Wait,
But,
wait,
but
wait, wait,
let
wait,
me
wait.
finish. My competition are not people my age, brother. My
That's what
competition
old
is
people
dudes
usually
like your
say though.
age. Yeah, yeah, okay.
Here's the
Bro, come
problem
on,
I got.
man.
Here's the
Who
problem.
said that?
Here's
Charlie
the problem.
Chaplin?
Wait, Nat. Here's the problem I got. You got two younger guys talking up their coaches and not talking themselves up. Where Knack is sitting there
Shit,
talking
two
himself
younger
up and not
guys.
coach.
Nah,
Exactly.
nah.
But
I'm
hey,
gonna keep
listen, here's
it
the
like
thing,
I'm gonna keep it a being
Ronan.
like my coach. He's
No,
like
no, you
40.
can't do that.
He
Ronan, if you want to be,
beats
if you
me.
want to be
He
in his
beats
corner
me.
and be the water boy,
He beats
Water
you.
boy.
Wow.
just tell him that, bro. You know what I mean?
Nah, I'm
Who's
just
gonna be the
hearing.
water boy?
Listen.
Ronan, the way he
I
got
just
your back.
know Gen X is a different breed. We talk ourselves up. We don't talk up no coaches. We don't talk up no goddamn gyms. We talk ourselves up. Y'all talking up coaching and lineage
Yeah, my
of the gym
coach.
that you go to.
My
Man, y'all
big
mad
brother.
delusional. Okay,
My
come
big
on, bro. Like,
brother.
Well, here's the thing.
it's
When
fine.
Ronnie
It's
was
all right.
young,
But come on, it's like
listen,
if you
KB,
50,
KB,
55, if
KB,
you qualify for
KB.
AARP or some
Nah.
subsidized health care from the government or some, bro, just hang it
That's what
up,
I was
man.
just finna see.
No,
Hey,
let me
you're
Come
let me
gonna
on,
ask you.
man.
Hey,
you're gonna
listen,
Yo,
be
listen.
KB,
targeted
I
you
am
said
the
because
you got
original
you
silverback.
you're
step
being
out
targeted
40
as
year
a
old,
senior
right?
citizen, KB.
Listen. I
They're
am
gonna
the
press
original
charges on you.
silverback. I will throw you through a motherfucking wall, bro.
Now you the
I
light
am
Don't
skinned
that
do
one.
that,
original
bro.
Cut it
silverback,
out.
bro.
You the light skinned
Yo,
one.
That
if
shit.
Ronan turns
And
if
not a
Ronan
broken
turns on
nose
that
nowhere. I'm telling you, not a broken nose nowhere. And I used to fight all the
See,
time.
Ronan's one of those types.
all
He's
that
gonna
light
get.
skin
He's
disrespect
gonna
is gonna
fall,
stop.
and you know he gonna grab his back.
We got Nat because he light skinned. He team light skinned too.
I'm
He
not
finna
light.
jump
First of
you.
all, I'm not light skinned. I'm brown skinned.
That what
But I
light
know
skinned
about
people
that.
said.
I know about that beige rage. So y'all gonna sleep
That what
on
light
Ronan,
skinned
and
people. I heard grown men say, I'm not light skinned, I'm
You
mocha.
stupid.
I'm not.
Oh,
Yo, bro, I'm literally. Oh, we got colorism on. Okay.
hey, niggas just, hey, brothers be trying to tell that delicious
But
snack.
yo,
Oh,
KB,
colorism heavy up in
KB,
here, bro.
You're
The
50 years
colorism's
old.
heavy up
KB.
in
You're
here,
a
bro.
caramel.
Yeah, that's cool. But back to
Listen.
KB.
All I'm
KB got pieced
saying.
up by 40-year-old. You got pieced
Listen.
up by a 40-year-old. Your trainer's 40, right? 40
Yeah,
and 52 to a dude that's in great shape is the
come on.
same
40
area in my opinion for
is
me.
not the new 52. Don't do
Bro,
that. Don't even
I'm
do
not
that to
gonna be
yourself.
He's not
lectured.
even 40,
I'm not
bro.
gonna
Like,
be
he's
lectured.
sending me strays
I,
for no
Right.
reason.
Listen,
wait, but I'm saying,
I'm just saying that
yeah,
older guys, y'all just
yeah,
gotta like the same way that when I get older, there's gonna be certain things that I just can't do anymore when I was younger.
right.
Why is it
Nah,
What
that
do you
but
think I
older
can
certain
black
do?
things
guys
that
they
you
just
couldn't do
can't
when you was
accept that? Like,
younger.
it's okay
Okay,
people get
KB,
old
KB,
in their age.
KB.
Even the
and that's
coach, he
great.
messed his foot up
But no,
two,
you're
three
right. You're right,
times.
KB.
He's out here limping and shit. He's got
It's,
serious
That's cool.
problems
I
from
don't
his
limp.
age.
KB, I got a serious rebuttal
Uh,
for you.
Wait, let me
Hold
rebut him.
on,
Let me
hold on,
rebut
You
him.
Charlie
don't
man.
get
like
Let me
why
rebut
are
him.
hold
we
on,
Hold
kind
on,
of
listen,
hold on.
puffing up our chests
There's
about
enough to
something that
go
we
around,
did
gentlemen.
35 years ago? Come on, guys.
No, brother.
now
Around.
here's
There's
my
enough.
thing,
There's
KB.
enough. One at a time. One at a time. There's
Shut
enough
the
to
fuck
go
up.
Let me
around.
rebut,
I
please.
promise you. Give me 30 seconds. Because he's
Okay,
talking
go
about
on, brother.
age. When he get older, he not gonna be able to do the same things he was younger. But the thing you can take solace in is you're gonna be able to do the same things as you was younger. When, like say, you don't get no box as you being younger, and you're not gonna get no box when you get older. So listen, you gotta take your wins where you can.
Oh
You see what
shit.
I'm saying? We can say you
That
never
nigga
change
Charlie
like the
Kid
old
taking
days.
shots.
Never, never,
KB is
never, never. I
no.
never
Let me
changed.
respond to KB.
Yeah.
KB, your clubfoot coach. That's your coach. You chose a damn gimp. You chose a gimp that doesn't know how to kick properly. That's why his feet is bad. I don't have
Oh my
bad
god.
feet. I'm in great shape.
Young
I'm
nigga versus
strong.
young
I'm
nigga.
fast. And the difference between me and you, KB, is that when you shadow box, your titties be hitting the inside of your goddamn biceps. I ain't got titties, homie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You got titties. I know you got titties, 100%. A nice set of boobs.
That nigga
Bro,
said you
notice
got
how he didn't
man.
make any
Well,
arguments about what I said. He's just, you got
Because
titties.
I
That's
just
the
said it.
argument.
No, but
Bro,
you do
come
have
on, man.
titties.
Like,
That's a
stop
fact.
trying to keep up with dudes who are
You
25,
got
man. Just
a
let that
nice
shit
set
go.
of
Let it
voluptuous
go,
titties.
man.
You got a
bro.
beautiful set of tits. And
Oh,
you trying to come out of a grown man in shape. Stop it, bro. Stop it. All right, how about this?
Oh, Lord,
KB,
Lord.
how about this? How old are you?
Hey, I'm
He's
24.
12. He's 12.
Oh, you're
We're picking
24.
on minors.
I'm double your age. I challenge you right now to a push-up competition. What's up?
Oh, I probably couldn't do that. I probably couldn't do
Exactly.
that.
But I'm 52
nigga said
though,
you
and you
fat,
back down from
you fat ass.
a push-up
Right, but
competition.
that's again, that's
Fat.
push-ups, bro.
Okay,
Of
all right,
course,
let's
I'm
do
not gonna be
squats
able to
then.
keep up with you
Bro,
because
Let's
you
do
weigh
push-ups
squats.
is
160. I
simple.
weigh 300. It's a whole different
No,
thing.
right now I'm at
But if you
210.
were to actually
What's
like
your height?
wrestle me
Hold
or go
Now,
strength to
hold on, hold
strength,
on, hold
you
on, hold on,
probably
hold on.
wouldn't
Now,
be
you
able to
say
keep
you ain't
up.
210?
I'm
Hold up.
about 210 because I lost around 10 pounds. It's the morning
This
time. I
nigga
just
say he
I
weighed 300
got a picture
pounds. The
of you,
nigga that
bro.
say
You
he
do
weighed
not
Oh
300
look
yeah,
pounds,
nah,
like,
I don't
bro.
even. I think I'm
KB,
probably.
how tall are you, KB? At
I'm
300.
like 6'3",
Right.
about
Nah,
there.
KB like 5'4", bro. He's like a little fat midget, a
this dude is
garden
a
dog.
Oh,
butterball. He built-
He just
Nah, I'm
doing
not.
it.
I'm not. But
You're a
like, I'm
butterball,
honest
son.
about my
But
weight.
wait. You talking this I'm a fighter shit, right? And you can't even do push-ups. I'm telling you
So
like this, KB, anytime you ready, we can cam up. I can cam up right now. I'm in the whip. Right, hold on. I'm in the whip. Cam up. And
what
whatever
up,
you do
though?
in push-ups, I'll double you right now. If I
Right
don't double
now.
you, I don't win. Let's get it.
nigga, I just said I probably couldn't. I'm
Ooh,
not.
okay, so
Ain't no fronting. Ain't no. Oh,
why
you
you
know, I'm about
talking out
to.
hardcore? Yeah, exactly.
Ain't
So
no
just
fronting. I'm
admit
telling
that
you, I'm not. I'm not
that a
fronting with you and
52
telling you, oh, I could do just as much. But in the fight
so
game, it's not necessarily how
you ain't
many
shaming an
push-ups you could
older
do.
guy that's in better shape than you. That makes no
Game.
sense. You young and
Okay.
lazy, bro.
We're
You
missing the
young and
point.
lazy.
The point
The point is
you were
you
arguing
built
was
like
you were
Precious.
saying that at
The
your
point is
age
you
of
built
50
like
years
Precious.
old, you could
You
keep
got
up
a
with a
set of
guy who's
voluptuous tits,
25 years that's 25 years old. And I'm telling you, that's not the
and I
case.
do it all the
It's
time.
fine. It's
I
fine,
do it
man.
all
Like
the
you're
time.
52, 53, it's
Yes,
fine.
and
But
in better
come
shape than
on.
you.
Don't
How do
come
you
on.
feel that a 52-year-old man just challenged you and you backed out?
So I'm supposed to beat
You
up a
backed out.
old man?
No. We don't gotta fight. I'm just saying let's do some physical shit right now. Push-ups, squats, pull-ups. I'm throwing up 20 pull-ups straight, full
Oh,
range of motion, and I'm working back on my muscle-ups. And you're working on your
nah,
fifth scoop
pull-ups,
of
nah.
ice cream.
Squats, yeah.
You're working on your fifth scoop of ice cream, my brother.
Okay.
You said squat
Yeah.
is what?
Oh,
What's your squat?
yeah, squats. A squat when you squat down.
No, I know what it is. I said, what's his
I was
weight?
gonna say,
okay.
Ronan don't know what a
What's his
squat
weight?
is.
No, believe me, I know. What's your weight
My nigga
on
said,
squat?
your name is KB, a.k.a. Ben and Jerry's.
Damn.
BJ. We turned KB into BJ today. So now we all know that he's
What
just talking.
BJ?
He's out of shape. He can't do 5 push-ups.
Can you muscle up 5 push-ups real quick, KB? Can you do
Bro,
that?
5?
At 300?
Man,
Yeah.
I could probably crank out 5, but probably not much past
Wow,
that.
what a weakling.
Hey,
What a
that's crazy.
strong.
KB, you slow.
I'm
Let's
like
make it
between
positive. How
300 and
can you?
350 pounds,
KB,
bro.
I'm
Well, you're
One
out of
6'2".
push-up for
shape.
me is
Why? Wait,
270.
Wait, KB. I'm 6'2" at 290. I'll do
Right.
push-up for push-up with you. That's about well, you 6'3" at 300, right? You 6'3" at 300, right? I'm 6'2"
challenge.
That's even, right?
Watch him duck. Watch him duck again.
Tough.
Go on,
That's about
KB.
even.
man.
You younger though. So that extra 10 pounds shouldn't be shit.
Wow. The millennial OGs, or what are we? The century OGs is crushing the young dudes right now. Look at that.
Half century.
Ain't no crushing, old man. It's all right.
Yo, KB, you a passport, bro?
No, I travel, but I wouldn't consider myself a passport, bro.
He's a cholesterol bro. He's the BMI bro.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, don't age shame me, and I won't fat shame you.
You ain't fat shame me. You know, you can't turn back the clock. I could always lose the weight.
But you won't.
Right?
But you won't.
What you want from me, man? I've been like the most I probably ever weighed in my life was 350, and I've been as lean as 180. So I've been in that range where I've gained 50, 60, 70 pounds and then lose it.
That means you've never been 180 pounds in your life, nigga. You're lying.
Nah, that's not true. That's not true.
I don't believe you, bro. How much you said you weigh? You just said you weighed 300 pounds. How does someone in life let themselves go like that, bro?
I think I graduated. I graduated like a few years ago, and I'm just like, man, fuck this. And then, yeah, you just gained. I think I probably gained like 100 pounds during COVID in total. It was a lot of weight that I gained very quickly. But before that, I used to be fat too in high school, and then dropped the weight, and then picked it back up, drop it, pick it. So it happens.
Are you built more like Precious? Are you built more like Precious or
you didn't see Precious.
Travel Wolf?
That nigga's so precious.
Oh wow.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm built like Precious, but I've been wrestling and powerlifting for years at this point. So
hold up, nigga. When you body a whole box of chicken like
bro, I don't know why. Okay, so you're willing to believe that when I say I can't do the push-ups, but then if I say like, yeah, I did used to powerlift, nah, that's unbelievable though.
No, I believe it.
Y'all niggas,
powerlifting
y'all pick and choose.
You lifting your fat ass off the toilet. That's a power lift. That's a power lift for you. Lifting your fat ass off the toilet. Now, don't age shame me, and I won't roast you.
You wasn't even lifting weight, nigga. You was dumping weight.
There he is. I thought Charlie Chan already found out. He went running to the hills or something. Hey,
what the fuck?
Show up? No,
what?
I just had to make it.
No, I was talking to Charlie Chan because he was talking about Shindig about to show up tonight.
Oh yeah, that's right. He got company coming over. He got the damn Tasmanian devil coming over, and he getting all excited and shit.
Right, Black Cleaner.
All right.
Yeah, you know the Minnesota cats ain't used to getting buns, so he happy.
Who said that?
Who said that?
I ain't never been to Minnesota. Hey, not from the East Coast, Brooklyn is specifically like.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
Okay,
I swapped Timberlands with my bitch.
Yo, shut up, bro. Hey, listen. Black Cleaner was talking to his cousin, and he said, "Yo, Keem, can you hear me?" He wasn't talking to you.
My bad. But anyway, we need to spin the block because we got KB on here, and we also got Magnesia on here. We was talking about sibling rivalry. And I know KB has an older brother. Magnesia, what's going on with you? Which role in the family were you?
I'm the oldest.
Siblings? Okay.
I'm the oldest of all the siblings. Oh, here we go. You still throwing shots, Precious?
Oh,
I ain't even saying anything. What we talking about?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's Charlie Chaplin. Just be a mime and be quiet when I'm talking.
No. I'm just saying that makes sense. You got that.
No, it's all good. He about to get some buns, so he happy. So
What?
I'll let him rock.
Hey, bro, be leveling up on his trolling. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like,
You know how it is. New York niggas are always posturing.
Yes. Hey, if I never met a nigga because I ain't one, but you know what I'm saying. Back to the question.
Shut
Yes,
up,
I was the
nigga.
firstborn of all my siblings, and I am
How
the
many?
black sheep.
Okay. What makes you
Uh,
the black sheep?
I'm an introvert. I have a low tolerance for nonsense, especially family nonsense. I say like family for me just became another F word. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
Um, because you
that's a
get
bar.
yeah, son. And it's not like I'm all overly traumatic, but like certain family members will do you real dirty. You know what I'm saying? See you doing well and then talk down on you. So I just said, you know what? I'm gonna do my own thing. And then when I started doing my own thing, then the family comes back out the woodwork. Like, yeah, that's my nephew, that's my son, that's my big brother. Like, man, stop it. So I just do me, man. That's one of the reasons why I left. And I created my own ecosystem with my own people in it. You know what I'm saying? That were kind of like minded, but I've been the black sheep.
Mm.
Yeah, bro. I
That's
can
deep. 'Cause we
respect.
was just talking about that earlier. Go ahead, Kim. Go ahead, King.
Right. I can respect what you're saying, dog. But that
No,
mentality
you don't.
creates family separation. Shut the fuck up.
He said, but no, you
Yeah,
know
he
what,
said,
King?
but he just
When
killed his own
somebody
message.
says I respect, but
But
that you
you
already
don't
know there's
respect it.
a coming after that.
But look, I
Yeah.
respect that he disagrees with me for real, and let's listen to him with a positive ear. Yes, it can create a separation, but
Yeah, it
just
does.
because yeah, but now check this out. Do I need to be tethered to someone that's going to bring me down? No. And what that has done was turn me into a super dad, and my family right now is so tight, such a unit. And it's only because I didn't have that I refuse to pass that generational black effery down to my children. You see what I'm saying? So my nuclear family is tight knit. My other family, I don't know nothing about them at this point, except when
Bro, shut
somebody
up.
dies or when somebody's in a
Bro, you just
hospital or
talking
whatever.
about yourself.
Well,
You
yeah. I
just
mean, well, that's
contradicting
the,
yourself,
we
bro.
talked about that archetype earlier. We call that one the exilist, where the family considers him to have abandoned the family, but he
Right.
considers himself to be liberated from the family. And I mean,
I'm
you
liberated.
and many of us who are
You heard what
expats
you said. You
have
said I
taken the
ain't liberated.
exile exile path ourselves. I mean,
I am.
I consider myself a black sheep, and then of course I got tired of dealing, as you said, with the effery and the dysfunction of the family that were considered the scapegoats or the lost children, because they kept on being a burden to me, and I was like, something, let me get the hell up out of here and let y'all deal with your own issues. And
Uh,
now I
Let,
feel
let
I'm
me let me
liberated.
give
But
y'all
now
a
when it's
real
time to bring up
story.
my name, I'm oh yeah, he abandoned us, he left us. But at the
Bro,
same time, I'm still
let me
hopeful.
give y'all a story. Sorry to
Okay.
cut you, but this is and Ronan, do you remember I was in the gym preparing for the yoga fight?
Yep.
And it was
I remember the white
Ronan
boy.
and right. No, but this was the yoga fight, I think.
Yeah.
Yes, before that. So and it was me, you, and somebody else on the stream and
HB Gone
what's the
Global. I
brother?
think it was HB Gone Global. It was all three of us on there.
It was
With
Fearless. Fearless was on there too, because
yeah,
Fearless
you're right.
told me not to go too heavy. 'Cause I was gonna try to throw up 315. He was like, "Yo, chill." So after that conversation, after I got off that stream, I spoke with my mom's right, and my mom's husband, who was my stepfather. This dude is such a grimy ass dude. You know, this dude was reaching out to my son behind my back, trying to play daddy role and basically push me out of a situation because me and my baby mama had issues. That he violated a man code. My mother allowed that to happen, so I cursed her husband out and then just said, "This is why I don't really rock with y'all." That if I know that my son or my stepson got an issue with his baby mama, I'm gonna make them fix that. I'm not gonna try to usurp his authority as a father. You see what I'm saying? That literally happened on the stream after. That's why I don't rock with certain people, because everybody doesn't have the same code. So I make sure that my son is growing up with a sort of code, and my daughter has a code, and my wife is on code. So that's why I don't deal with a lot of people, bro.
That's what's up.
I can respect that, dog.
Is your
But
wife from
You
Holland?
gotta have a code. Motherfuckers
going
gotta
to,
have a code out here.
yeah.
It's like Omar from The Wire. You gotta have a code.
But
That's real talk.
Somebody asked if my wife is in Holland.
I said, is your wife from Holland?
Are you trying to ask if I swirl?
No, it's black people. Come on now. I'm intelligent enough to know that, like, we all around the world, good brother.
All right, no, my wife is. They have Dutch passports, but she's from the Caribbean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with swirl. If that's your choice, that's your choice.
I don't swirl, brother. She's black.
Oh, okay. Shit, I get my swirl.
I mean, you're from Minnesota, so I know you got a snow bunny with some nice cankles on her coming over.
He got a Mickey back there. Yeah, Jennifer. You know, he got
That nigga said, hold up, though. Charlie Cheney said she got cankle.
That's what he said. I heard it. It ain't shit about
He about to massage him some sweaty white feet.
That was a weird setup. Like, she got fat feet. You know what I mean?
Oh shit!
I rock with you, Charlie Chan. You know I rock with you, bro.
Nah, bro, you ace with me, man. Here's the thing. I just be shooting the shit. If you from down south and you got people down south, you know, we just sit up and shoot the shit all day. Like, you New York cats is a little bit different, but a lot of y'all get down and cool though. I ain't gonna lie to you. For the most part, I think you niggas be overly mad, but I done met some real
We do be. We are overly mad in the north, of course.
Why though?
I'll explain it to you. Whoever said the cold, boom, right there. We live on top of each other. Nah, but y'all got front and backyards, and your houses are separated a little something. Like, we live on top of each other in New York.
Yep.
It's crazy.
You see grass, he was like 16, huh?
Let's see how now you know. Come on now, brother.
Come on, man. Don't think you finna take some ankle shots, you know? I don't retaliate at all now.
But there was literally a program called the Fresh Air Fund, which would bus kids out of the city. Yeah, I did Fresh Air. We used to go to Bear Mountain, all kind of stuff to get you out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, that'll cause you to be aggressive. And down south, you know, y'all slow. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Lethargic. Niggas got generations of family stacking boxes at Piggly Wiggly. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting chased by Roscoe Pico train.
That's a real story too. Piggly Wiggly is a real story.
Yeah, nigga. To down south. If you was 20, I said you could trace your bloodline to down south. Or you telling me y'all just got dropped off in New York and that was it?
Well, not my family comes from the South, but not every Black American went through the South. And don't debate me on it.
No, but majority of people come through the South.
The overwhelming majority. When you go to history, and you know that New York was New Amsterdam. The Dutch had brought enslaved Africans from the Caribbean and Africa to upstate New York, and they were enslaved in New York.
So let me ask you this: they said New York wasn't racially there.
I didn't know if it was delivery.
Like it was a landfill.
I can't hear you. Say that again, Charlie Chan.
New York hasn't been there the whole time. It was like a landfill. It was built on trash. Is that true?
What?
Oh,
no, that's
wow. Y'all going there with?
No, that's just what I. So is that not? It was.
It's about as true as them Somalis beating y'all asses up there. So we should send y'all some Brooklyn reinforcements.
Yeah, why y'all getting fight each other?
them Somalis be putting a beat down on you. I'll be feeling bad for y'all.
I've never seen it, brother. I've
Yeah,
never
all
seen
right. Them, I'm the captain now, ass niggas, running y'all out of your own state.
Mm-mm.
it.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
I'm the
Let me know
captain
where you
now.
send me the clip of that. Cause I can send you for every one clip that you send me of that, I can send
Them
you
skinny ass Somalis
six
running up
live
the
clips, of
American.
brothers
Let me
running
ask you a
out.
question. Do you know what a jarer is? Jarer?
Nope. That feel like
Oh,
nope,
okay.
no sir, I don't.
No
I
jareer?
heard
Okay, cool.
Akata and Jarir. Those are both racial terms for black folks.
Yeah. Being that he don't know what it is and he's from Minnesota, that means he probably ain't never had no smoke with them. So
No, it's
maybe
that
he's
they ain't
trying
got no smoke with me. Where I'm at right now, listen, when it went down, it's a couple brothers that's on this panel that knew what went down out here, and I'm out here. Okay, yep, no, I only say what I believe and feel, 100% in my heart. A lot of brothers
hmm
understood what was going on when it was going on, and I volunteered to tribute. If you're gonna make it a black and white thing, nigga, I'm standing in the gap. You feel me? Not
hmm
a black and Somali. I'm standing in the gap, so I'm covering all faiths, no matter what comes with it. They're gonna have to get an old brother like you that's 52 that's been practicing Muay Thai for 20 years to goddamn it come get some straight. And guess what, Nak? At the end of the day, a brother gonna have to show me. I ain't gonna take your word for it. You gonna have to show me, my good brother.
Right now, you're losing the fight against your Cricket Mobile because your shit going in and out.
Go to Cricket Mobile.
I
Moving
think you
on.
gotta
Shout out to
you
Nak.
you
Shout
gotta
out to
play.
Nak. I'm down with you tonight, man.
Let
I'm
me
down
move
with you
on to
tonight, bro.
KB and ask KB the same question. In your family, what role did you play? Were you the favorite, the black sheep, the lost one, or the
He was the
exile?
spoiled little baby. Like his mama still be picking on his brother
I
for
don't
like
think my
goddamn
family, my family, like close family, like brothers and parents, like we don't have black sheep. I wouldn't say I'm a
No
particular
favorites?
favorite.
Okay.
Nah,
Nah, you the
I'm
favorite.
like neutral. The thing
You
is,
your mama
but
little
with the
chubby baby.
I guess, man, but yeah, uh, but the extended family is fucked though. But we're
I
fine.
I got a question for you, KB. When the last time your mom squeezed your cheeks?
My what?
Oh,
Your cheeks.
My cheeks. The hell?
See, look,
Am I hearing this right? What are
you
you
so
saying?
Good
perverted.
boy, you.
You so perversion, man. Listen.
KB, you right. I heard that the same way you heard it.
Wow. So it's not only Miami niggas that's nasty. It's New York niggas that's nasty.
Bro, you what? I ain't even hear you. You said cheeks?
Okay. Okay. So every time you hear cheeks, especially when it comes to your mother, you thinking of ass. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I'm
That's
saying like,
crazy.
why would my?
You thinking of
Cause
ass.
I see what you're saying now, but when I heard it, it was kind of crazy. But why would she be
Okay,
grabbing my
that's
cheeks?
because you her little
You're such
sweet
a
Ricky
good boy,
Booty Pie.
you.
Maybe that's what they do in the South. Yeah.
We can't
You're
we
sweet
can't
wee.
use cheeks now. Well, cheeks mean something different nowadays. We can't. Like I told you, them Southern dudes are slow as hell. He's still using
Man,
cheeks in a traditional term.
hey,
Cheeks means something else.
you New York brothers are overly sexual, bro. Like everything is a pause for
Huh?
something. I'm finna call my homeboy. Pause. Like what?
Pause.
I'm gonna go to the store and get a soda. Pause. Like what?
Pause.
Pause from man. And I know you go
But
around to
let's
people
keep
like
on the
this, man.
topic.
Yes, sir. What's the topic here?
Okay, well, let me ask y'all this question. Why do y'all think that our folks, black folks, can always get together for a funeral and organize for a celebration, but we can't get together to build anything?
Oh
As in,
my God, here we go with this again. Didn't we have like a whole show about this? Where
well, we're talking about families because a lot of times it usually be, like similar to what's going on when I use the example with Rockefeller. You got the Jay-Z's who want to be a part of Def Jam and the machine with Leo Corwin, and then you got your Dame Dashes who want to be independent, and together they was able to create a nice independent record company, but now apart, they're they're on
well,
They messed
Hold
up, and they
on,
were
Black
saying,
Panther.
why can't we use each other's skills that we have? Because being the favorite, meaning that you went to school, you got the accolades, you have all the good credit and the access, and then you have the black sheep who done went to, trade school or went to trucking, and he has
That's
all of
what
the
we call the
skills.
black sheep now, just because he went
Yes,
to a trade school.
yes, he
I
went
mean,
on a
when I
different
think of
path.
black
It's pronounced
sheep,
short.
I think of a fuck up, a failure.
That's the scapegoat. The
Yeah.
black sheep is the one who is, the person who went
Going against the
off an
family traditions
alternative
of
path.
or
Yeah, he went,
whites.
alternative non-traditional
Yeah.
education. The fuck
Well,
up is the scapegoat or the lost child, the one who's on drugs, gangs, hustling, the one who's
yeah,
the burden of the family. They got to always bail him out or give him money or whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then you got the one who said to hell with the family and just moved to Holland.
I know. Oh, okay, I
Oh
understand a little
shit.
bit. So to answer Black Community's
He
first
said
question is,
move to Holland specifically.
Yeah.
He did say
All right,
Allen,
yeah.
didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He
Well, he
did.
did say
Shout
to
out to
hell with the
Black Queen.
family. I'm just making him an example. He's the
Damn,
He's the
bro.
exilist now
He
on
got
the
he got
panel.
tired of my trolling, so he put the smack down on me. It's all good.
Mm.
I couldn't live there, man. Ain't no heat there. No way.
Ain't no cheat.
Heat,
He
heat. It's too cold.
Why y'all so
Nah.
fixated
It's
on
hot
cheeks?
inside, man. That's what central AC and heating is for. What you mean?
You know, I'm just so used to the Florida weather. When it gets cold, it fucks me up. But to answer Black Queen's question, I'm gonna attempt to, because I know we have this conversation a lot, and it's a consistent theme. I would say it's for the same reason why it's always been like that. You got people who are here who are on food stamps. They're like, I could dig it out the mud, and they're on food stamps. That's why. We can't even agree whether or not the black community is poor or not. How are we ever going to reach a consensus on what to do next? You have half the panel who might disagree with me on the idea that the black community is poor to begin with, and then another quarter is going to disagree about what we should do about it. I'm saying that we need like robust transformative government and change, and then you'll have other people who are saying, hey, you need to go in and you bootstraps, no complaints, no arguments, and then we get stuck there and nothing changes. That's all.
Magnesia, what you think?
Oh man, that's a great question, brother. Ooh, I think we don't pick the right partners. We pick
There we
people
go.
based off of proximity, right? Oh, my family. I'm gonna open a business with my
Yeah.
cousin. You need to start picking people that are experts and professionals in the field or that can add value where you get the ROI once you guys start working together. And unfortunately, in some of our ecosystems, there's not a lot of talent in certain things that we want to build, right? So if you got to make sure that you have a talent pool, someone is trustworthy, and then you can make it happen. I just think that a lot of us weren't given a game by people that are older than us. So a lot of the young people left to figure it out themselves, and a lot of them are doing well. There's other levels to the conversation in terms of generational stuff. I
I
don't
like
like
that.
to. I don't like to be like, oh, we can't do it because I have millionaires in my family. There's millionaires on a panel. There's millionaires in my ecosystem. So there's enough money out there to get. It's just that you gotta pick the right partners. Stop picking people because they're your homie. You might be
Yep.
my homie, but I know, if you ask to borrow $100 today, I'm just gonna give it to you because I know you're not gonna pay me back on time. I would never start a business with that person. You
Yep.
know, I think the wrong business partners. That's what we do.
Can I add to that? If I may give an example.
Well, you're
Absolutely,
next.
bro.
What I hear Nat Neezy saying is like, stop getting your taxes done by your cousin kinfolk in the basement, man. Like,
Hmm.
don't go to a professional, bro. Like, don't let the person like, oh, I'll get you this much back because they gonna get you in trouble with the IRS, bro. Don't just go the professional route, and that money that you spend is gonna be more than worth it. I'll leave it there.
Hmm.
I got my taxes done by well no, my little side chick, she got her taxes done by a little chick. And she messed her whole name up. So pick pick the proper professionals. Every time, like it's something. Let me see, how can I say that? Just
I do
because
my
it's
own
cheap,
taxes, but I
just
understand
because
what you're
it's
saying,
cheap, don't
Charlie
mean
Chan.
it's understandable. I mean, it's better. But yeah, for sure.
Hey,
Shout
I'm
out to
sorry.
Mr.
I have to
John.
add something to my thing, if possible.
Yes,
Don't be afraid to go outside of black people. Okay, I'm like, I used to be black first. Like, yeah, all my business partners got to be black. Yo, some of my best business partners are white. Okay, so don't be afraid to add some coffee into the milk. I mean, some milk into the coffee every once in a while.
I agree. I
Well,
mean,
well, where your
I
paws at
always
now,
give black
KB?
folks the first right of refusal. That's what I'm guilty
Right,
of. You got
right.
the first right of to fuck up, and then I'll go to someplace else. But normally, and so surprisingly, I've been successful dealing with good people that are of the same skin that I'm in. You know, whether they're foundational Black American or not. Because I mean, I do deal with some Jamaicans, and I do deal with the Colombians. You know, up in Atlanta and stuff like that. So, but I still try to at least stay in the Black community when I'm dealing with
Right.
people. But I always give my family the first right of refusal first, you know,
Yeah,
and normally what they do is they try to overcharge me, and then I'll be like, next.
yeah.
And then I go
Horrible
to the
customer
Jamaican, I
service.
got
You
you
mean to
mine.
let
And
me?
then, you know,
You
the
mean to tell me
Jamaicans
you
might
don't
be,
let them claim your money?
say it again.
You don't let them claim your money. Say they deserve your money. That's not what you're telling me.
What I do is I got a budget and I got a result that I need to have done.
I heard
The
that.
person who can get that result done within that budget is cool. The moment you try to get more money than that budget, I'm moving to the next person because I'm within what I got. I have a result and I got a budget, and I can't break none of those.
Yeah,
What kind of cleaning are you into, if you don't mind me asking?
I started in hazardous waste. You know the oil. I started cleaning with the oil spill cleanup back in 2010. So hazardous
Hmm.
waste and emergency response, and then I went into disaster restoration, which is water damage cleaning, fire damage cleaning,
Yeah.
mold cleaning, all of that stuff. And then I went into carpet and upholstery cleaning.
Okay.
So I started with the worst, and then went into the most least.
Gotcha. Okay.
Team. Well, actually, Charlie, let's keep it on you because you didn't answer the. I mean, you piggybacked on Magnesi's answer. What's your own answer for it? Why do you think we can get along and have cook? We can do the cookouts and we can do the funerals, but we can't actually build something. Get together in a room and say, let's do a what they call it, a mastermind to do this building over here or this co-op as a
well,
family.
the short answer: we have too many shepherds and not enough sheep. Everybody want to be the number one player instead of just being a part of a team. In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like say, when everybody think they're just as competent as the next man, is hard to listen to. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, everybody can't go. I tell them that, and not on. And this is no dig on nobody, but everybody shouldn't be able to go. There's a barrier to entry for a reason. So just because he your cousin, don't mean he should be in business with you. God made him a family member, and sometimes that's enough. He shouldn't be the CEO or the CFO of the company. No, his name is. I done went to jail 5 times in the last 6 years. Like that's my thing. That's just like, and I get it. It's relating, but it's not the same thing. It's just like people be wearing these shirts. Free Lil Pookie. No, Lil Pookie should be in jail. He shot 2 people and broke into 5 people's house. He should be in jail. No, but free Lil Pookie. Even when he
Uncle
at.
Ruckus just entered the chat. Uncle Ruckus is here.
Who,
That's
me? Oh, he said in the chat. I was like, who, me? Shit. No,
Who
so you
just
mean
entered
to
the
tell
chat?
me?
Who just came in here?
Because what y'all gotta understand, and I don't know how it is in New York, but the vast majority of the community is not out there causing mayhem. In fact, the community that I remember, man, the candy lady was taken care of. I wish you would go around there and rob Miss Carol. I wish you would go around. She
Not
been
Miss
selling
Carol.
candy. Yeah, she the candy lady in the neighborhood. She been selling icebergs. They probably didn't invent icebergs when you was little, but she
Oh, you
been
talking
selling.
about the buck? What they call them? Well, we called them the ices. Yeah, but they was called something. The picker. I forget it. The hucklebucks. That's what they
Oh
was
no,
called.
we call them icebergs down south. You know
Yeah, the
what I mean?
hucklebucks
Like,
for a
It
quarter.
don't
It was
matter
a
what
quarter
they was
ice.
called. You just didn't fuck with them. They was well
exactly.
protected.
They was not just well protected, they was real respected.
That
Yes.
part.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, like, everybody's not supposed to go, unfortunately. Here's the thing: if we're from land where everybody was kings and queens, who was the court? Who was the
That's
justice?
what
Who
I'm
was the people
saying.
that served them?
I've been saying that everybody wasn't no goddamn king or queen. There was a warrior class. There
People
was
on
a
the
farming
belly.
class. There's a whole bunch of different
Facts,
classes.
man.
It wasn't all fucking kings and queens. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
We've been
Light
sold a
skins was
bill
at
of
the top.
goods. Bro said light skins was at the top. Yeah,
You know that
much,
one.
I think much of true.
Fuck that nigga. Who said that?
Yeah.
Nah, man, I was in the warrior class. Fuck that shit. I didn't want to be no ruler. I'm like you. I'm an introvert.
The question's on you. So why can we get together for funerals and cookouts, but we can't get together and build?
We can't even get together for that. What do you mean? Don't tell that lie off the rip on the question. We can't get together for cookouts and funerals without a fight starting off there.
Damn, really? Damn.
Yeah, really.
That's crazy.
Nah, man, there's always hidden
anti.
Listen. You roll up to a funeral or a cookout. They already judging your car. Now they judging what you brought to the cookout, what you put on the table, what kind of meat you bring. They judging you the minute you show up in the environment. Let's tell the truth.
Some people
There's a
should
competition within the family. There's a competition within the family to one up the next one. And that starts the minute you show up in the environment where all the family is. So let's be real about that.
But Ronan, some people should be judged. You only bring a loaf of bread to the cookout, but you leaving with 3 plates with tinfoil on.
Did y'all organize it when you told that nigga what to bring, or did you assume he was gonna bring some shit?
Well, who was supposed? Well, now, hold on. Let's ask this question: who was supposed to organize the cookout? The favorite,
exactly,
the lost one, or the exile?
Ronan is the brother that's pulling up with a loaf of bread and saying he did the same.
Nah, man, I bring a whole bunch of shit. I'm the one grilling it, cooking it, bringing up a whole fucking freezer full of meat. I'm that dude. I don't have a problem with doing that, but I don't look at everybody else like you need to bring this in there. Now, I had my second wife. Her family would show up after I cooked a whole fucking bunch of shit. But I was an entertainer. I didn't mind. I cooked for my whole son's football team. I don't give a fuck. But I noticed things, but I just wouldn't say anything. You showing up with to go. Matter of fact, it was so much that I didn't even give a fuck. We actually had the Chinese to go containers that you would fold up. Here you go, take that shit with you. We can't eat it all. But I had that mindset not to expect them to bring shit. I knew who I was dealing with. Unless they voluntarily said they were going to bring it, I didn't anticipate them saying, hey, should I bring something? No, motherfucker. Yeah, of course you should. But if you got to ask, come as you are, nigga.
They just don't know
no better. I got a question for you, Ronan. Was that your dark skinned part of the family that was doing that?
Oh,
wow. Oh, shit.
That nigga Charlie Chan ain't shit. Charlie Chan, you ain't shit.
I'm just saying, we having light skinned, dark skinned talk tonight.
So there's a colorism line in this conversation today, huh? Colorism line in this conversation.
Oh shit, that's funny as fuck, though. I love it.
Yeah, was it your light side or your dark side? That's fucked up, bro.
Well, it is half and half in the panel. Shout out to all of us, Team Dark and lovelies out here.
See, but here's the problem I got when y'all say that. If I showed you a picture of my grandfather, he was darker than you, Black Cleaner. And I love my grandfather to death. Listen. I love my grandfather. Listen, I love my grandfather to death. I love my grandfather to death. He was asking for me on his deathbed, even though I was already in the Gulf War when he passed away, and didn't know until after the war was over. So if you don't think you've seen a light-skinned motherfucker raging, I was. Especially with him asking for me. That's why I say I'm the lightest skinned, darkest motherfucker you will ever meet in your life because of my grandfather.
Okay. Ronan, on the other side of the coin, can I be the lightest skinned, darkest?
You can. You can be a cream puff if you want to. Go ahead.
So light skinned niggas are cream puffs. Light skinned niggas are cream puffs.
I didn't say that.
We know.
I didn't say that.
We heard him.
I didn't say that.
Guys.
I didn't say that. I said you can be a cream puff if you want to. Now there's different grades of light skin.
Wow.
Grades of light skin.
Listen. I just said, can I be light skinned? And you said I could be a cream puff, indicating that light skinned people are cream puffs, man.
So Ronan, you the house light skin?
Nah.
Whoa, what do you call him?
He about to break out the house skin nigga versus the field nigga shit.
Right.
You the house light skin?
And then here's the thing. He making that joke while he's a Haitian born.
Thank you, Ronan. Thank you. You probably don't know shit about Haiti anyway. So.
Well, here's the thing, guys.
And don't know his own history on how Haiti negotiated that shit through mulattoes with France.
Thank you, Ronan. You just dropped the whole shit. He should be praising you, Ronan.
House nigga.
You should be saying thank you when he fight over there, Mr. Haitian.
Nigga.
Thank you to all the light-skinned niggas for fucking negotiating your peace treaty. So the armada of Napoleon wouldn't come in there and blow your shit up.
Ronan.
Napoleon didn't even have an armada at the time.
That's my great great grandfather right there.
Rich nigga, poor nigga, house nigga, field nigga.
Okay. I feel like you added color to it though, because
it was a black and white. There was one of those black and white.
Oh, okay. There we go. So we don't know his truth.
Who's that?
That's my great grandmother. That's his daughter.
Wow. History.
Why does that remind me of that one Boondocks episode? You know, that's your great grandfather, Jackie Robinson, on your mother's side.
And these are all of the kids that
because that's the way it is. We had to teach each other our own history because they didn't write it in the fucking history books of America. That's the problem. Y'all don't understand that.
That's a fact.
The real history wasn't written down. If your family didn't transfer it to you by just telling the stories, you would never know the real history of America. What you guys read that are immigrants are the projected history that white people want you to see.
Oh no, this nigga did.
Tether. Called him a tether.
Damn. So okay. That's crazy that you say that word. Now, what is a tether?
What the fuck? I don't want to get into the tether stuff. I love my black people. I love tether is a derogatory term. A derogatory term for a foreign-born black that has smoked for FBA while cosplaying as FBA. That's a tether.
Oh, okay. That was elegantly put.
It went dead. You can't see it. Yeah, you got to touch the phone. It's dead.
Nah, we just see
But we saw it. We saw the family sitting out on the stoop. We saw the family sitting out on the stoop.
Yeah, well, you're going to want to close your tabs because that looked like something that could not fucking with you.
All right, but yeah, that's that's the family tree.
Go.
That's where I came from.
Yeah.
Was y'all
All kind of
involved in
history.
that? I mean, was they
All
involved?
kind of history. Look at the way they were dressed, though.
I said,
Look at the way they dressed.
involved?
They got nice shirts and dresses on with suits. Back in the day, that's the way they dressed. Now you see a family photo, hey, your picture's dying again. Now you see a family photo. Now everybody's dressed like they came straight from the streets.
Yeah, got on sneakers with a suit. Got a sneaker with a suit on.
Yeah, everybody's got dresses and
suits on. KB, show your Haitian family.
Oh,
my
Haitian family pictures from back in the days.
Man, I got some photos, but I don't want to dox myself. So nah.
Was they wearing grass skirts and shit?
That's
Not
crazy.
Not grass,
church. Nah,
not
they
grass.
had suits and everything. Why would they be wearing grass?
I'm just
Crazy.
messing with you, bro.
Hey, they got
that was
they had the freshest French fashions because the French owned them. You know what I'm saying?
What?
They were
Well,
fashion. forward,
I'm
you
gonna
know
let
what
it
I'm saying?
slide, bro. I'm gonna let it slide. Nah, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm gonna let it slide.
Y'all were
I'm gonna let
paying
it
your
slide.
ransom note up until y'all were paying your ransom note up until about 2010. The fuck you mean?
Wait, hold on. Are these the same blacks who had to beg the white people to give them some rights?
Ooh, hey, we can't
Hey,
do that.
my bad, because maybe I'm misunderstanding. Because at least we fought and died. Y'all had to beg, right?
You see how we broke a little bit, and the true colors of the tether
And
comes
then
out.
the
Bruh,
truth
you
comes
been
out
talking.
how he's a tether.
Come on. You've been talking your shit for the last 15 minutes, and I ain't say shit. Come on.
That's crazy. Well,
The
who
Then
last
the grass
cares?
skirt comment
15
is
minutes, and
wild.
I ain't even say shit.
That shit opens up like a damn surprise.
And then the last
Surprise,
time I
motherfucker.
said, you know what? I'm gonna even let it slide. I ain't even say anything. I ain't even say anything.
No, you just said enough though.
Nah,
You
but
just
y'all
said
poked the
enough.
bear. Come on.
Man, you was a little baby cub. You was not a bear.
Little
Stop that.
baby, man.
Little baby cub. Well, bro, the fact of the matter is, when people pull up and they say shit like that, you're forgetting you get to go to school because of what black people. You get to go to regular school because what black people like my people have done.
You don't ever
But
get
you
to come
Whoa,
back, man.
ain't
Y'all don't get to come back when you in our country. When you in our
nobody's
country, you
denying,
don't have a comeback. All you
nah,
can
you
do is
see, but
say,
nobody's denying that. But when you're like, oh, they're wearing grass skirts, they were owned by the French and blah, 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 like, bro,
And here's the thing: if
that's
that's the case,
crazy
We're
talk.
gonna
KB,
keep that.
if
We're
that's
gonna
the
keep
case,
is
that.
that not
KB,
the
Crazy
truth?
talk, bro.
let's
Y'all talking super
Is that
crazy
not
right
the
now.
truth? Here's where the problem comes in. When somebody tells you the truth instead of acknowledging and saying, yes, that happened in my history, y'all get offended.
Get offended.
We know what
Yeah,
happened.
but
Everybody knows what happened to
what I'm
us.
saying is
But then when we start
what
bringing
you
out your
guys
truth,
need
everybody's
to.
no. You can't talk about that. No. Leave that alone. That's none of your business. Nah, bro. That's what happened.
Wait, but you see, I'm not like, I understand the struggles that black people have faced in this country
No, you
with
don't.
racism and discrimination.
You try to internalize
Like
it. You
I'm
don't
not,
understand.
obviously I didn't live through the era of Martin Luther King, but I
You
don't have
didn't
to
live through
see,
the era of.
I have been not. I have not. But like I don't need to see a lynching to know it was fucked up. Come on.
Okay, well
You
here's
know,
the thing.
we don't live through all atrocious things, but you know what the French did to the Haitian population. French slavery was so atrocious that it was unbelievable. So when you kind of say things like oh, you know, the mulattoes are coming in and the mulattoes are negotiating, and that's the only reason that the Haitians managed to get freedom, that's just not true. And in fact, as well,
But it
the
is true.
Haitian Revolution shocked the Western Hemisphere so much. That was one of the reasons why black slaves in America were not allowed to read, because they feared not only what would happen, what would happen there, and the person who led the black revolutionary who led that revolution then went to Venezuela to help liberate them too. And it's one of the reasons why Venezuela has slavery forbidden within their constitution. But like, come on, put some respect on it. Come on.
Listen, you do realize we did a whole live. We did a whole live in the Haitian community. You do realize Cano is a Haitian American, right? They came over on a boat, right? You do realize we did all that. There's nothing you bringing up that I haven't already brought up or don't even know.
I don't see all the episodes.
We have a Haitian that sits on our panel that agreed with everything we said. So you ain't bringing up nothing we don't already know, but you're deflecting from the reality of what really happened in history.
I don't think it's necessarily deflecting.
That's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about black fatigue and
Let's keep it. Let's
war.
be fair. Right. I threw a shot at him with the grass skirts. He has to throw a shot back. So,
fuck that.
The
grass skirts isn't even the biggest thing. It's like, but how are you gonna be like, oh, you know, after the atrocities that the French did, you were owned by the French, and that like you were subservient to the French, and that, come on, man, that's crazy talk. I'm not saying that their reparations didn't have to be paid and that, you know, there weren't atrocities and the American occupation, but like, come on, there's a lot of suffering there when you kind of come up there and say stuff like that.
Well, I get it, but you're
So,
shot.
You
You're
see
shot
how he
back.
has hurt feelings about his history in
yeah,
Haiti,
he
but
mad.
then when they come here and they don't have the
Nah, but
same
you see, that's
reflection of how
not
much
that's
pain
you.
American Black history put on
But
us.
you,
You
but
hear
you
that?
see,
You hear the
Roman, the
pain that he
difference
says
is
about his
like you kind of brung up the topic and you started saying this stuff. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot back a
exactly.
little bit.
But
But then, come on,
right, but the whole thing is you have more pain for your history than you do for ours. But you're in our
That just
country.
only makes sense, though.
You get where
Oh,
that sounds fucked up?
what?
Like we
How
didn't
is
have
that
any pain
fucked up?
ourselves. Like our
No
ancestors
one
didn't go
said
through
that.
anything, right?
No one said
You're
that. I
deflecting
literally
about
just
your
said,
pain and history, and we're supposed to take on more of your pain and history of your history more so than our own in our own country. But you
I
happen to
never
be,
said
and your
that. I
family
think you
happens to
might
be
be.
profiting.
I
Wait.
think you
Your
go ahead.
family and your history of your family happens to be profiting from the pain of our ancestors, not your own, because you're here in America.
Okay.
No, okay, you gotta
So
respect
there's no
that.
level of reverence. Hold up. There's no level of reverence to our historical pain and our ancestors, even though immigrants benefit from them. That's
No
the difference.
one said that immigrants don't benefit, but you have to remember that America is an empire
There's
fundamentally.
that but. The same but when somebody says
Because
something nice and they're about to
when
give
you
you a
look at
backhanded comment, right?
when
There's
you
always
look
a
at
but
what
before that happens.
no, hold on, let me land this, because when you look at parts of South America, both in Brazil, what they did with the rubber trees and what they did to the Brazilian people, when you look at Colombia and what they did to the Colombian people, the Peru and what they did to them, specifically not Peru, Panama, and what Roosevelt did related to that canal, the insurrections in Guatemala. There's a lot of things that the United States, but even parts of Mexico,
So
were
you don't like
taken
it, bro.
during the
You gotta
Mexico
get
and
out,
American
bro.
War.
Go back to Port-au-Prince.
Nah,
There's
that's
barbecues
bullshit.
waiting
That's
for you.
bullshit. So let me get
Barbecues
this
waiting for
straight.
you.
You're like
Yeah,
you're willing to accept the benefits that come with that, but then when someone's like, well, you know,
absolutely.
Hold up.
you've literally
What
historically
benefit?
taken things from other groups of people,
Hold up. You just
California,
glazed
the
over
entirety
everything.
of California and Texas, the entirety of California and Texas during the
How,
We
Mexican
spoke to that.
American War,
first of
the
all,
entirety of
how
those
you
things.
gonna slap us with our own history? Hold up. How you gonna slap us with our own history and say we should be ashamed of it when we didn't cause it?
Wow.
But what you did bring up, hold up, what you did bring up was Colombia, Brazil, and all those other cultures. And yes, they had their own unique experience with slavery. Nobody's taken away from that. But nobody's rushing to go to their countries and take advantage of their services. Y'all are all rushing where?
That's not even true. There's a bunch of Americans who go to Colombia all the time to get their teeth fixed and eyes
It's
fixed
not the
all the
same.
time.
That's
All
because
the time.
That's called geo arbitrage. That's called geo arbitrage.
Oh, my bad. So it's geo arbitrage when Americans do it, but it's called taking advantage when
Again,
other
you
groups of
didn't hear
people
the
come
rest
to the
of my
U.S.,
statement.
right?
Again, you weren't
Well,
listening to the rest
hold
of the
on,
statement.
hold
You were
on.
listening to
What did,
answer.
hold on,
Hold
just what you
hold
hold
on.
on.
Let me
Let's
finish
stop there. Let's stop there. What did you just say?
No, I said to him, when they go overseas, like to Colombia or someplace like that, and they use medical services because it's cheaper and better compared to the U.S., that's geo arbitrage. But when you have foreigners who come to the U.S. to enjoy the benefits that come to the U.S., then it's just usury.
Well, think about it. When the foreigners come to America, are they extracting resources or are they putting resources in? When the Americans go to Colombia, we're going to put resources in because the resources is cheaper. So okay, so I'm coming with my American dollar to go get my teeth fixed. It's gonna cost me whatever $600 versus me paying $4,000. I'm still putting the resources in. But when you all come to America, you all are coming to get American jobs to take the resources from America to send back home.
That's literally not even true. But go ahead, go finish the point.
Bro, that is true. That is true.
But
no, that's true from your perspective.
We're going to be talking about this subject next week. I got a whole lineup, as I just showed you all on my phone. We're going to be talking about the diaspora war.
Because Ray, go ahead. I just have this one final thing. Okay,
and then we can move on back to the family.
Okay, because I just find it so interesting that when you look at some of the greatest research institutions here in the United States, most of them aren't even Americans. Isn't that interesting? How you have, for whatever reason, America has a lot of problems. I'm not saying that it's because Americans don't want to work hard or they don't want to learn or any of that stuff. It's not a shot at Americans, but America all the time, both through the H-1B and different programs, imports a lot of their talents. When you look at the national team who just won the mathematics Olympiad, 5 of the 6 are Asians. 1's Indian, 4 are Chinese. Bro, come on.
How many are Haitian?
My bad. Go ahead, guys.
How many of them were Haitian?
How many of them were Haitian? I don't think any of them were Haitian.
Well, look, man, let's just end this in the spirit of brotherhood, man. You got to pay us reparations to be allowed to stay in our country. Okay?
Clownery.
Nah, but
well,
real talk.
As I said, well, we can hash this out and talk about it next week. But I still want to stay on topic with family, because in order for us to be able to fix our situation, it's charity starts at home. So that's really what this whole topic was about, was trying to figure out the solutions to be able to put aside our differences. Because I can tell you, I do have my own issues with my family, because you have the favorites, and they're even till this day they still believe in the status, and then they're going to go to their grave, because of course they invested so much time into going to college and the corporate route, that, and even though it might even be tearing them apart, they're still going to hold dearly to that path. You know what I'm saying? And then they're going to shoot down the alternative path. And then you got the person over here who, as we said, who fell off the path and has been a burden, and he doesn't want to speak because you're trying to, put accountability into him. And he's like, I don't want to hear none of you all, because all of you all think that y'all are better than me. So the issue is how do we put our differences aside, as Magnesi said, for the sake of brotherhood or family, to be able to work together? Do we have any solutions?
We can't.
Okay.
that question has been as old as time. Here's the thing. Okay. That question has been the vein of what's been going on in Africa with tribalism and all the other cultures that unfortunately melanated people are in. Okay, that question cannot be answered at this point in time. You got a whole nation full of black people, or a whole continent full of black people in different nations and different individuality thinking, just like sibling rivalry. Okay, we're all the same. We all come from the same people, but we all can't get along. And that's propagated even within our own families. There's always some way of a separation or delineating ourselves from the identity of who we are as a people, who we are as family, and who we are as siblings. Always somebody got to be that one-up person. And I think it's built into our family nature for the simple fact of keeping us separated. I'm going to land there so Charlie can talk.
I beg to differ with that, because just because of what I see on the panel. We got a Haitian on here, we got a New Yorker on here, we got a Bostonian, we got a Mississippian, we got Baltimore, Louisiana up on here. We done had plenty of different people, and we all of like minds. So the key solution is to start with the people who have the like minds and allow us to work together and build, and then let the rest of them follow. And I'll let Charlie Chan go from there.
I just want to just for one, thank you guys for acknowledging me. That's for one. For two, why do Black Americans have to be this fucking unicorn race? All white people don't even get along. Have you guys watched the news? Now y'all want us to do some shit that's never been done. Where do everybody get along at in Africa? Everybody can go. Everybody's not gonna be like mine. So why do everybody in America, because we have the same hue, And let's be honest, you got Mexican people that's dark as black people. You got some Indian people that is dark as black people. There's a tribe in New Guinea that was found in the 70s that was classified as darker hue people that didn't even know the rest of the world exists. So how just because we have the same hue, we all got to be one minded? That's
Well,
impossible, man.
Charlie, it's not that you guys have to be one minded. My thoughts of it is,
I want to point out the fact that you said you guys as well. So that kind of proved my point.
Oh
Go
my
ahead.
God. Get him, Charlie.
okay,
Get him.
no, hold on. So
Get him, Charlie.
you made a distinction where you said there's a whole bunch of different types of black people, right? When I say you guys, I don't mean it in like a racial way. I mean American descendant blacks, which are distinct from Guatemalan blacks and Colombian blacks. So
Yeah, but
I'm
guess where
drawing like
Colombian blacks are? They in Colombia.
right, exactly. But then when you make the argument and say why do we all have to be on the same page, that's why I added that qualifier.
That y'all
Yeah,
qualifier.
that's why I added that
That's
qualifier
Y'all
because
exclusive, though,
meaning you
right?
feel
because
different.
someone who's black in Colombia who comes to America, their lineage and their history is going to be different. So I think
Absolutely.
exactly. So I don't mean it in a good or bad way. I'm saying they didn't have to suffer through some of the
No,
things that
everything you say
blacks.
about black Americans is now painted as a black weight just because of what you said earlier tonight. Can you imagine being in business with a person like yourself and they felt like you felt the whole time?
About what? About whom?
Why you black people had to beg for your freedom, in which, in fact, or how did you? Because I don't want to misquote you. Would you mind repeating what you said?
Oh, I said, well, how are you gonna say this about us for about French? At least we fought and died. You guys had to beg.
Oh, now
But
you
here's
like
the
we.
thing. Yeah, now you like we. But here's the thing. You guys are
Next
still in the same
week.
fucked up state. We have been moved forward. So maybe you guys should try begging because you died and there's no more living after that. So maybe you should try the shit that you criticizing other people for. While you over here reaping the benefits of what the other people, I guess, equality,
Supposedly
I mean,
begged for.
beg for. And
Mm.
let's not. And when you say that, that's a gross misdepiction. Well, y'all get what I'm saying. That's gross because people. You said that as if people haven't died for the freedom of Black Americans in Americans.
Say hello.
Well, by far, I
You
mean fight
okay?
a war to actually remove all the whites from the island,
You
which
didn't
they
remove all the
did.
whites.
They're
Well, you
still
know what I
over there,
mean.
bro.
Well,
You guys
obviously
still
we
paying a
have.
debt. What you guys just paid off a debt to where y'all owe the motherfucker for y'all winning the war. Make that make sense.
Hey, it's exploitation.
Okay. Okay, but because we asked for freedom and we got it, we had to beg for it. And you over here enjoying that freedom, my good sir.
Hey, my point of view of it.
My,
Hey,
my, my,
man,
my, my.
you guys can say my, but realistically, if Haiti didn't turn out the way it did, I wouldn't even left. I would have went to Canada or
But you
France.
did though.
And I also wanted to add a caveat that it's not necessarily just Haiti by itself as a standalone. It's all the countries that surround the United States. The United States has been instrumental in interfering into the geopolitics of several of these countries and dismantling them and exploiting them.
But that's
It's
not the
just
conversation.
factual.
I think you're moving the goalpost when you say
He
that
is because
because
Well,
black
no,
people don't have a direct.
it's not moving the goalpost
Hold
because
up. It is
yours. Okay,
because we're
go ahead.
talking about black families and black culture. We don't have a direct conflict or issue with what's going. That's whites that are doing
may I
that,
ask him a question,
not
Ronnie?
black that are
May I
doing that.
ask him a
But
question?
y'all want
But
to
do you?
associate
But hold
everything.
on. But do you still
Stop,
reap the
stop.
benefits though?
You
Because
want
the
to
argument is
you
being
want
that
to
I'm
associate
leaving my
all of
country
America to
and I'm
one
reaping
group.
benefits from Americans from the
You
suffering of
are.
blacks,
You
whether I
absolutely are.
realize it or not. But then I'm telling you, you guys are doing the same thing where you're
Do you
literally
not know?
reaping the benefits
Listen. Do you not
from
know?
Wow.
other
Wait.
countries,
When
well,
did black
regardless of
people?
whether you
When
realize
were?
it or not. I'm
Listen.
not
Listen.
arguing whether
Look.
it's right or
Look.
wrong. All right, go ahead.
Look.
Okay.
Look. Let me say this. It wasn't until civil rights that you guys were even allowed to immigrate into the United States. It wasn't just the Civil War. That was one piece. All the other fighting that took up to the Civil Rights Bill being passed, y'all weren't even allowed to come here. What the fuck you talking about? Civil rights didn't it opened up the door for immigration to come in here in a limited capacity for people of color. So immigration wasn't a God-given right to anybody of color to come into the United States until after the civil rights. So you got here over the suffering of not only slavery, but all the fucking battles in between and all the other fucking things that we did up until the civil rights bill started getting passed. It wasn't just one thing, it was a multitude of things that got you guys here. So you guys are just looking at one piece and saying, well, that's been passed and blah, blah, blah. And we might even help with the civil rights. Okay, great. You help. But your bodies, your ancestors, your blood, sweat, and tears of your ancestors weren't necessarily spilt here doing that. Ours were. But you guys have every right to come in and comment. I can't go to Africa. I can't go to Kenya. I can't go to any of those nations and comment on the geopolitics of their nation with free reign and not feel reprisal. You guys feel like you can come here and say whatever the fuck you want. And you have a say in it. And you don't. You have freedom of speech. And that's great. You can't talk about our politics. You didn't have any skin in the game when it started. You're benefiting. Just like you tell us, don't come over to your countries commenting on your politics, your politicians, all the fucking money letting that your politicians do to screw over your people. That's none of our fucking business. But you want to improve our country first instead of improving the countries you came from. That's fucking hypocritical.
It's reductionist.
It's hypocritical. You can't completely talk about our country until Haiti's fixed. You can't completely talk about our country until Nigeria's fixed. You can't completely talk about our country until Kenya's fixed. Go fix your nations. Demonstrate to us you know how to do that first. Before
how
coming
about
anything about any American policies. Guess what?
Well, but then how come you guys don't just stop interfering in foreign nations? Why do you keep transporting weapons into these countries?
Don't move the conversation.
It's not moving, but you keep transporting weapons into these countries.
Doesn't matter.
How does it not matter? How does that? Jean-Claude Duvalier was a CIA-backed president. How does it not matter?
So your nation's not strong enough to resist American influence.
Are you serious? Okay. So let me get this straight. So you use the CIA to prop up Jean-Claude Duvalier, a dictator, in order to stave off communism. That dictator does dictator things, and then at the end of the day, you blame those people for not being strong enough to resist your own intelligence apparatus. So it's their fault.
Can I ask my question?
Y'all not willing to fight to the last man like you telling us we should.
Oh Lord,
can I just ask my question just real quick, guys?
Go ahead.
So when you say you guys, is that the same you guys that had to beg for their freedom that's putting weapons in these other countries? Because those are two different things, and I feel like you.
Oh, okay. So let me clarify. By you guys,
I swear to you, it's not a black person that has anything to do with the weapons and all that other shit you brought up. You deflect.
It's not deflect. It's not a matter of you necessarily voting for it, but you vote in those representatives. For example, several of the senators that was voted into Congress were sent into Haiti pre-2008. Here we go. Pre-2008 to affect the elections. Even now, they're being placed right now where special elections are being prevented from taking place because they want to just prop up one particular candidate despite the overall populace not agreeing with it. That's the point that people are trying to make. No one is arguing that I'm certainly not arguing that black people haven't fought, struggled, and they've done a lot to benefit black people globally, especially those who immigrate to the United States. But I think that Americans should also understand that it's not as simple as them wanting to escape their country. Most would rather stay in their country. The difference is that the American apparatus The American apparatus has removed several lawfully elected heads of states to place their own that benefit the United States to the detriment of those host countries. That's
Can I
all I'm
get in
saying.
here, guys? I've been
I
listening. Let me get
agree,
in.
and as I said, I trust that you will be on next week's panel, KB, to
Oh,
talk
okay.
about this as you say in your language, talk your shit,
I'm
because I
not
definitely
talking
want to hear.
shit. Like I got a
No, I'm
lot of
saying that.
like people need to understand. I got a lot of respect for
Nah,
black people
KB
in this
drunk.
country. I got respect for people a lot of respect, and you know how much I've mentioned Martin Luther King and his speeches. I got a lot of respect for black people, and you know this. But like, I don't like it when Americans kind of like puff out their chest like that, where it's like, oh, like you did a lot of bullshit and fucked up shit to other groups of people. People don't
But
say
are
anything,
those
but
black
like,
Americans
come
that you
on.
were just referring to
Well,
that
as I was
beg for their
saying, because
freedom?
it's getting late here, and I do have a guest
Oh,
here that
please.
I gotta make sure that I'm not, no
Like,
giving the
you're gonna be
noise
clapping
pollution thing, because
cheeks.
they gotta work in the morning. So I'm gonna let everybody say their final thoughts on or final perspective on this, and we're going to end the live. So
Shout
I'm gonna
out to
start
you.
with Magnesi, since he is the last one in. So the last shall be first, and the first shall be
I'll
last.
be last. No, I appreciate it, brothers. When are you gonna have this diaspora war panel?
Next Monday. Black
All right,
fatigue
because
next
I
Monday.
need in on this. Um, I'll say that. I'll just let me know, Ronan. Please send me a text so I can get in on that panel, because just like Ronan cooks, I cook on this as well. My last thing would be grass skirt is a lighthearted shot, but when you go to the tether talking points of you guys didn't fight for your freedom while ignoring the Stonewall Rebellion and everything else and everything in modernity, which allowed immigrants of African descent, or no, they called it of African nativity, to come into America. We fought for that. To come in and then say that we didn't fight and y'all don't benefit is blasphemous. And that's why the brothers getting smoked. But we can save it for the next show. I'll rock with y'all. Salute. And I'll see you on the next one.
Shout out to you,
Peace.
Magnesium.
All right, next person, KB.
Mm. My only comment is, hey, listen, I only approached it from that angle because the same way, like, you guys give respect to black people within your own nation and, heroes and people who did a lot for the struggle, put some respect on Haitians people's names too. What the French did, like, don't come in and just kind of justify it, like, oh, because the same way you feel or you think about the way in which uh, uh, black people have been treated, or the genocides that have happened to black people in America, Haitians, we feel the same way about the European powers. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, appreciate you. Thanks for coming up on the panel, Charlie Chan.
It's your boy. What I will say, first off, man, I got we're going live Wednesday. I got a travel bro versus a anti-travel bro coming up. It's gonna be a debate. It's
Oh
gonna be
shit.
extremely good. Believe me, the two gentlemen that I got coming up that's representing each side is gonna be extremely good. What I will say is, for one, I think according to the topic that we were just conversing over, I think KB is he's a very intelligent young man, and I also think he's a good person. But at the same time, there's no way that any of us could go to another country and tell them to put some respect on our name because they not respecting us enough, especially when we're currently in their country benefiting from their system. It's just not a thing that happens. But also, if you guys, and I'm not saying that in a derogatory form, but you talk about how you guys fought to the last man or you fought and died, there's literally nothing that changed. Like I have Haitian homeboys, I have Haitians in my blood, but to come up and say the things such as in the manner that you did, it was like just a gross depiction. And I really just from this conversation, I'm probably not gonna participate in these conversations too much more, just because I feel like it's doing more dividing than bringing us together, and that's not my goal. You know what I mean? I think KB is a smart young man, but at the end of the day, he's 12, and me being 40 years old, I'm not gonna be on here arguing with a 12-year-old, no matter how valid he feel his points are. So that's it for me. Shout out, y'all follow me, Charlie Chan at Charlie Chan TV, and that's me. Shout out to Black Cleaner for allowing me to come up. Shout out to Cool King, the co-host. The West Coast brothers in here doing their thing, man. Kinfo, and it's even more original when they argue a little bit too. So shout out to them two brothers.
Let's go.
All right. Ronan the Traveler.
Hey, this is a great conversation when it comes to sibling rivalry, family rivalries, as far as how we get along within our own community, and that's a big conversation onto a global scale of Pan-African diaspora wars and all the things that go along with it. It starts at home, and if we have problems even within our own atmosphere and our own immediate family, our nuclear family, that is, but why isn't that not amplified over the overall global span of everything that's going on? And how come we still can't get along? We can't get along within our own family. How the hell you expect us to get along on a tribal level or a global level when we can't even trust our own family members? A lot of people that are your blood ain't your family. That's crazy.
That part.
We are way too overly hyper competitive to where we will cut ourselves down despite the overall strength gathering of the family. Other cultures have learned to come over here in families, cousins, uncles, whatever. They've all lived in one home until they all had their own homes. They all supported each other. They opened up businesses together in order to gain wealth and be able to reinvest that in their children and stems and become more successful than the people that have been here. That's got to stop. And the only people that are going to be able to make that stop are us in some way, fashion, or form. But let me say this. FBAs are not in denial who we are. We understand we have a Black culture and we have a Black history, but we are not them. We have our own unique history. We have our own unique experience. And at the end of the day, too many people, because of our inclusion up to this point, have taken that and cosplay us to our detriment because they weren't thinking of us. They were thinking of themselves and their own furtherment of their community. Somalis have come over and pilfered Minnesota. So many other cultures have come
beat up out here.
So many other cultures have come here and proliferated our communities and our services and our systems. So when FBA say something, it's about that part. You can come over here and do whatever the hell you want. Don't discredit the advantages that you were given by taking advantage of our system and think that we're going to sit there and rock with you. We're not.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
We're not. And I'm going to land there because I wanted to bring it back to home, but I also wanted to prep it for your show next week, and that's it.
Okay.
I land my plane.
Cool King, you got any final thoughts on this?
To elaborate off what Ronan was saying, we gotta start fucking with us and us only. We gotta stop eating this Chinese food in the neighborhoods. We gotta stop, fucking with the Habibis and all of that. We gotta stop boycotting these motherfuckers to take our neighborhoods back.
I like that, King.
Like, real rap. Y'all gotta go. And it ain't personal, but it's inevitable.
Bar.
It has to start happening.
Ooh. Isn't that like when Ice-T was buying some work from what's that, Wesley Snipes? He said, "Man, what is this? I thought we was friends." He said, "We are friends. This is business." So it's only business. Shout out to you, Cool King. That's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Charlie Chan TV. And I land at that point. That's the type of shit we gotta start doing in our neighborhoods. To get our neighborhoods back, we gotta start getting motherfuckers out that don't fuck with our shit, but we fuck with your shit. And if you ain't gonna get out, it gotta stop being an even playing field out here.
Now, it ain't no if you gonna get out, Keem. It's not a question.
All right, so they gotta go. I agree with you.
They gotta go, brother. Shit. We from the hood. We know when you say, "Oh no, they gotta go." You moving, work in the wrong area. You gotta go. I don't give a fuck if you just moved in this morning. You need to be gone by tomorrow morning. You gotta go.
Yeah.
But my apologies, guys. I just get a little offended. I mean, not offended.
Let me ask y'all a question. Quick question. You think Donald Trump gotta go?
Yeah.
That nigga Ben had to go, bro.
I think that's the difference between us and them. Because we unequivocally said yes.
Trump is he's drunk.
He's a rapist.
Nah, dude, no, man, no, hell no, man, get out of here, bro. You gonna
really? I'm about to stop.
Leave me alone, bro.
Uh-oh. The older brother, the favorites over there. But
that's who that is. That's the brother in the background. Put him on. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. We're hold on. We were you can't say the whole word. Yeah, you can't. Yeah.
A con man.
Convicted felon. Well, no, we were talking about lineage. We're talking about lineage, like how he's not originally from the U.S. So the discussion
That doesn't matter.
Well, hold on. Let me elaborate. Right. So
sorry. Are you talking about the fact that his dad used to hide the fact that he was German?
Yes, so he's German. He's German.
So we all his Jewish tenants wouldn't know about it.
Yes, he's Peter Drumpf, right?
Listen, can I get KB some props right now? And not just KB, but him and his family. Y'all see how they argue amicably? Like, oh, I'm sorry, my bad. And you know what I mean? Continue to go on. That's what we need in our community. So
yeah, well, we were getting into a little bit of a spat because, there are people that are like, well, these immigrants who are black, who don't mess with black people in this country, they should just go back to their country.
No, because
nobody said that. We said you need to put some respect on our name. How you come over here and okay.
What I'm trying to say is that
either or Black Cleaner finna, he gotta end this live. He got some box coming through. He's staying true to his goddamn date. I didn't.
What I'm trying to say,
I went to sleep in my bed by myself that night. So shout out to the brotherhood.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say though, right, is that I was not born here. English is not even my first language. It's not even my second language.
Ça passe.
Ça passe, come on. Yeah. So the point is that, right, we were indoctrinated in a way that we truly believe that American blacks are less than.
Well, nigga, you believe that, not me. The hell?
That's crazy.
I'm not even joking.
Crazy.
I'm not even joking. We truly believe that. For the longest time, I didn't
in Haiti or here?
Here, when I moved here. I didn't.
Yeah, all you immigrants do. Let's be honest.
I didn't even identify myself as black. On my forms, I checked.
You better than black people.
Islander.
Y'all think y'all better than black.
Hold on, let him speak.
I checked that form on as a non-black Islander. Because here's the thing, my name, right, and my brother's names, both of my brothers, I've been told many times that, oh, you guys have the most non-black names ever.
Do you feel
What?
like warm inside when they tell you
What
that?
does that
Like,
mean, bro?
congratulations?
No,
Non-black
you
man.
warm inside
What
when
that
they tell
mean?
you that.
Yeah,
No,
man.
not
See, yeah,
even.
nah,
Let them
bro, just
speak, cause
crank that
I
shit
want
back
them to
up.
get it all out.
Okay, okay. Add to respect from respect to Black Cleaner, but yeah, no, like that's really burning my biscuits, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, but in respects to Black Cleaner, I digress. Go ahead, son.
Go ahead. He's talking to you.
Yeah, yeah. What he said? I mean,
No, you can go ahead. It's
yeah.
just someone else.
So the
Go
point
ahead.
is, like, I truly believe this. I believed it through and through. It's not until I turned 21, I moved out of South Florida, and I went into, well, the Sundowner country, where people will literally tell you to your face that they don't want your kind around here. That's when it really dawned on me that it didn't matter where I came from. I'm in this country, automatically I'm black.
That is true.
And that's where my political awakening came from. That's when I became woke.
Yeah, but for some, how dare you have an
Nah, what I
opinion
will
about
say,
what's
what I
going on
will
in this
give him
country?
credit,
You
what
need
I
to go
will give
back
him
to your
credit for
country.
saying is no, we should have let him finish because he did put a nice bow on it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
go ahead. My apologies,
that
sir.
that's when I woke up to all of this. That's when I understood it didn't matter where I come from. It didn't matter everything that I achieved in my life. I'm an A student, top of my class. It
Hmm.
really didn't matter. I got so many times
You
the
sound just like an older KB, don't it, guy?
yeah, it didn't matter what I achieved. I got the you speak so well. At first, I was like, okay, I guess. But then after a while, I really understood that it was not a compliment. It was like, oh, for Jungle Bunny, you speak English like
Who
proper.
the fuck you let call you a jungle bunny?
That's the connotation that evolves with you speak so well. That's what it means.
No, you know if you
Yeah,
close your
but
hand, you can make a
bro,
fist and
even
break
with that
somebody's
shit
jaw open,
happening
bro.
in your life, even with all that happening in your life, you still disassociate yourself from being black.
That's a
I
fact.
don't
You
In the
know,
even,
beginning, you got to
and
put that on there. And with the
I
bow,
don't,
he woke up.
I
He
yeah.
don't
figured it
even,
out.
No, no, he did put a nice bow on it because he said, but what y'all gotta understand, our journey, our story don't end with today's actions, how they treat us today. Our story don't even, it's not even in the middle. Our beginning is our people been brainwashed even more than you. You got people that are, mind you, that think white is right no matter what. Uncle Ruckus is a real character in our community.
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yes, he is. Yes, he
So,
is.
so it hits different. So I get it. You get the experience being black when you get pulled over or you get raped, but you don't get the experience being black when your mother was conditioned by this country. When your grandmother was conditioned by this country, because it hits different then. You guys come over here from any other country, and I'm not saying anything bad about that, but your ideology is different. You don't have that stigma of the past that's weighing you down. You don't have that stigma, like especially from me, Mississippi, to where it was a person hung in Mississippi within the last 5 years. What are we talking about? So
Not
it just
even,
don't. I'm sorry,
not
not even
even,
5 years. I was being generous. Not even within the last 2 years, it was a black man hung in Mississippi. What are we talking about?
not even.
So it's
You ever
different.
heard the term? You ever heard the term? There's no such thing as a free black man in Mississippi.
No, I didn't, but I believe it. I just heard it and I agree with it.
No,
That's why I'm not down
I'm
there.
being for real. This is pre-Civil War. I learned that as a foreigner in my history books.
Mm.
Yeah, I know more about American history as a foreigner
Yourself from being black.
because I'm Caribbean. We don't
And
hide
that's
the
fine.
atrocities in our
Here's the thing,
history.
though, Cool King. That's fine because if like we're not trying to take on newcomers. If you can find a way to not identify with that, not only do we welcome it, we accept it. Not
Right, and
only
that's
do
the
we accept
problem.
it,
What
we
though?
welcome it.
I can
We
so
not
work.
asking motherfuckers to have our backs because motherfuckers never had our backs. There wasn't Haitians and Indian people out there when our people was getting sprayed with water hose.
Do you
No,
But
there
yet,
wasn't.
understand?
but
No.
yet it's
Do you
Haitians and
understand the
Indians
origin of
that
Jim Crow?
I'm from the South. It's called the Jim Crow
No.
South.
Do
What we
you
talking about?
understand where and why blacks in the United States were not allowed to read?
Hey, the Haitian Revolution.
No. I'm asking him. Answer the question.
Yes, sir.
Do you know the Haitian Revolution took place from 1798 to 1804? We became the first black free nation in the Western Hemisphere.
Ooh. Would you say what you guys are now today is free?
Listen,
Okay. Yes,
the
sir.
first black free nation in the Western Hemisphere and the first successful slave revolution in the world. And we
Absolutely.
paid for
Before
that.
your little brother went off on his tangent, I was trying to give you guys their
No,
their props for that.
do you
But he
know,
went
do you
off.
know that the first delegations that were sent to Washington from Haiti were not even recognized as diplomats? They were
Absolutely.
recognized. No one
May I tell
wanted
you
to
what else I know? Can I tell you what else I know?
go ahead.
When it comes to the UN and comes to making decisions from Haiti for Haiti, nobody that of Haitian
The
descent is in the
UN was
room.
founded in
You guys have white people
1948.
making you guys' decision. That's a
The
fact. You can go
UN,
look it up.
the UN was founded in 1948, 144 years after Haiti became an independent nation. The
Okay.
reason why Cuba, Venezuela, Colombia, uh, the
Now,
Cayman Islands,
I got
Barbados,
another one.
Trinidad have, and the Bahamas have fantastic relations with Haiti is because Haitian troops helped liberate those countries.
Colombia too. Yeah, I learned that. Shout out to the brotherhood because I learned it on another brother's channel when
Yeah,
she was
Simon
showing the black man the
Venezuelan
channel.
Simon
I
flag,
mean
Bolivar.
the what's the name?
Y'all
the
are
Venezuelan
giving away all my juice, man. Y'all need to save all of this for next week. Save all the smoke for next week.
the Venezuelan flag was
All
stitched.
right, I'm about to
in-
mute you because you giving up too much juice, man. I gotta go.
I'm willing. I'm damn near
I'm
willing to.
sorry, bro.
Now, I'm
The,
finna
the
call KB in
Venezuelan
the back
flag.
office. That's what I'm finna do. Me
The
and him
All right.
Venezuelan
finna
flag.
converse. So go
The
on in
Venezuelan
the live, man.
Yeah, but nigga, didn't he just tell you you're giving too much away? Shit.
Yeah. Come on,
Yay,
bro.
let's
Don't
go.
tell me you this sophisticated.
You are now tuned in to Real Talk with Nate, the Black Cleaner, and your co-host, Cool King. We're about to end this live. You guys
No.
keep everything in thought. Save it for another time.
Shit, niggas had nothing to say to him though. You can put it in me. Well, go ahead.
Because
He the
we
co-host.
appreciate him and I mean your brother for getting on and laying all that history and stuff like that. And
Yay.
as I said, we got a whole topic for next week. We gonna get into the whole diaspora wars, but it's getting late, so I just wanted to say thank you for having on the panel. I hope to see you next week, KB, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when I get on. So yeah, I definitely want to hear from you. I'm gonna try to get somebody else who's African on here. I want to get Ryan on here because he's Jamaican. Prime to step up because Prime is Haitian as well. Yeah, but I definitely want to have this conversation because we are all brothers of like minds and we all can have hash this thing out. So, but anyway, all right, I appreciate everybody.
We don't go to war about this. It's not a war. It's just.
It's not a war.
I'm gonna call you KB.
We're
The
brothers.
brother trying to end the stream. Allow him to end the stream.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Appreciate you, Black Cleaners. Y'all have a blessed life.
Yeah, have a blessed night. Bye bye.
The Black Cleaner. Nate's Odyssey. Traveling while black. Real stories. No filters. Follow the journey. Across the world we roam. Searching for peace while trying to build a home. Through the love and the loss, through the pressure and growth. The black cleaner speaking truths most people never told. Follow the journey. No filters. No pretending. Follow the journey. Real stories. Never ending. From Panama nights to Cartagena views. Trying to understand life from a different point of view. Conversations get deep when the camera's cut on. Talking purpose, pain, and trying to stay strong. Traveling while black in a world full of judgment. Trying to find freedom while escaping the dysfunction. Some people chasing money, some searching for healing. Others just trying to understand what they really feeling. Nate's Odyssey, every episode authentic. Talking real life lessons, people scared to mention. Relationships changing, friendship fading slow. Trying to find your purpose while still learning to grow. Follow the journey. Across the world we roam. Searching for peace while trying to build a home. Through the love and the loss, through the pressure and growth. The black cleaner speaking truths most people never told. Follow the journey. No filters. No pretending. No, follow the journey. Real stories. Never ending. Messy love Mondays and them late night talks. Money mindset streams while we question our thoughts. Building the broad but discovering yourself. Learning real freedom ain't just wealth. Black fatigue conversations hit different at night. Trying to carry pressure while still chasing the light. Every live stream feel like therapy sessions. Helping people navigate pain and direction. No fake flexing, just honest reflections. Travel stories mixed with life confessions. The beauty and struggle of the global economy. Trying to elevate beyond survival mentally. If you ever felt lost, if you ever needed change, if you ever question life, this journey might feel the same. Follow the journey. Across the world we roam. Searching for peace while trying to build a home. Trying to build through the love and the loss, through the pressure and growth. The black cleaner speaking truths most people never told. Follow the journey. No filters. No pretending. Follow the journey. Real stories. Never ending. Travel. Culture. Relationships. Reinvention. The black cleaner. Follow the journey.